Still tell them that I got you. Hey, I was facing death alone. Hey, nobody called my phone. I'm just like, God, do you hear me? Please forgive them, they don't know that they sinning. I'ma be a star, please believe me. Hey, dim the lights and you can see me. I'ma be a star, please believe me. Yeah. Hey, heart throbbing. I feel like pain is a life sentence. Gotta get up and keep going. Gotta get up and keep going.
Yeah. It's the 4th of July, so happy Freedom Day, as the kids say, for the 10 to 70% of my audience, depending on the video and time of day and all that bullshit.
For my audience, this is going to be uploaded today, so the last podcast hasn't been uploaded yet. And since it's July 4th, I'm not doing any timestamps. I'm giving myself a break.
Yeah, no, you should, definitely.
And
I mean, you can even upload it later. I don't give a fuck. You already know I'm like 6 behind, so look, Vile's ahead. See, if you want to get the latest, Vile's our boy. If you want the most accurate and timestamps and, productive, actually edited in bullshit, come to me.
On top of that, I'm about to push like hella content on the Swamp games. You guys already know.
Oh yeah, do you have it on Swing last time?
Well,
yeah, so yeah, no. Swamp. If you guys want to see us play our playthrough, do you have it or no?
That's right. I do have it. It's not uploaded yet, but I do have it.
Because I have it. I have my shit recorded too. Well, we'll worry about that later.
On top of that, Chain Together co-op might be coming in soon with me and this other guy. I have yet to ask for his permission yet. I'm still working on it. Homie's going through things. And then, what else?
Well, Climbing Girls. Dude, what the fuck? I'm gonna copy this, and you guys gotta see this stupid shit. It's in on the Discord. It's actually stupid.
Tomorrow is definitely gonna be the vanilla episode. That's being dropped.
Yeah, man. Today we're recording a Vibecast. Just a few minutes ago, we recorded the preview for the After Dark episode.
Dude, that's crazy how your mic quality changed so much.
I mean, dude.
Homie went to an Xbox headset to a whole. Welcome to.
See, now I kind of want to hold back.
Welcome, guys, to this YouTube video. Today we're on a Vibecast with Random Gamer and Detective Vile.
You sound like a genuine, generic white douchebag tuber.
You sound like what was that guy named Sean something? The one that's like. Was it David something? The dude that like hit someone with a bulldozer in the water? Sean Dawson, I think his name was.
Shane Dawson?
Shane Dawson, yeah. You sound like Shane Dawson. That's scary.
Oh, Sean Dawson? Dude, okay. Oh, fuck. I can't even spell now thanks to you. Stop talking.
Stop talking. My English is
missing. Okay. Loki.
First of all, I'm looking at this sports climbing. I need to watch this.
Oh, hell. Dude, I hate anime. Oh, but this guy's, this is a sport. It's like, dude, no, y'all just horny, bro.
Hold on. Time out. It's a work of art.
Fuck off. Anyways, wait, Honorable, do you remember we were talking about it a wee bit earlier and I told you to hold those thoughts so we could talk about it in the podcast? Do you remember what the fuck
the Sony conversation?
I guess it was about Sony. Do you want to start off with
that?
Yeah, fuck it. You don't want to start off with that.
Shit, what else was I talking about?
See? Well, whatever. If not, like I said. See, I can't help because, by the way, I'm sleeping, you guys, and I have off today, so I'm going to sleep right after this. And I had a fat-ass meal, too. I ate like a motherfucker today. And I got a pizza in the fucking fridge, chilling too, ready to get eaten after I wake up.
Ooh. Fuck. I mean, we were just talking about how down bad players were in fighting games.
Yeah,
and then
that's prelude. Right now we're at now time. We're past that. We gotta stick to the topic at hand.
Well, I was also gonna segue to how actually bad people are in fighting games.
Oh, you want to talk about that randomly? I mean, we've thought it before, but you can give your take on it. Like I said, this is why I gotta tell, bro, if anyone, dude, literally watch our old Vibecast, or at least just look at the timestamps and you're fine. Because, my timestamps are really fucking descriptive and good. Oh, okay, I get it. And if you want to click to it, get to the point, okay, I see what you're saying, and then you're fine. Because we do, as you guys seen earlier, we go off about random shit. And you guys, because honestly, because all the PS3 emulator rumors, you gotta want to watch this Digital Foundry video and give our thoughts on, the live reaction. I think that'd be an interesting thing to do. What do you guys think?
A live reaction?
Yeah, I mean, because my thing is, basically the best way to put it, or I mean, heck, we can do it now because we're talking about it. I think, are the PS3 emulation rumors for the PS5 actually realistic? I want to say no, because the thing is, we didn't hear about them, right?
But there was a patent thing that was revealed to.
Yeah,
well,
but
everyone.
the thing is, patents have been happening since 2010, and nothing has come of any of them at all. That's why I'm like, I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt, because this is not the first time. Oh, patent, like literally, sort of. If you keep your ear to the ground, like you always hear this patent, this that. Outside of Activision, they're the only ones who've done anything with their patents. Everybody else, not even. They just do it just like, oh, we might, hey, who knows? But they don't really do anything with it. So same could be with the PS5. To me, the only reason why I don't think as much is like if there really was PS3 emulation rumors, bro, they would have been happening since the beginning of this fucking life cycle. Now, my theory is why I think there's some legitimacy why it could happen is because look at Xbox. Xbox got fucked Xbox One generation, right? So they're like, hey, let's be super backwards compatibility friendly. Right now, the PS5 is doing awful. They ain't getting shit. So they're probably doing emulation to save their skin. That's the only theory I have.
Paywall service, and you can't just buy the individual game.
See, and then there's that. My thing is, even if we do get it, I think we're gonna get that bullshit. They're not gonna have true emulation. Everyone's, for some reason, they even hear the like. I don't know what it is with people jumping. They always jump to the best thing possible. Like, why? We've seen historically, it's never that, and we're getting fucked. Even with Xbox simulation, which is great, by the way, it's not perfect, and there are a lot of games we can't play. Like, it's not true full emulation. It's not even like it's a great like it really is good for what it is. Like to me, for the lesser of the evils that it does a great job. Like, okay, only some games are backwards compatible, but the ones we are proactively making it a better experience. I'm like, that's fucking great. They're not just like, here's the emulator, we don't care anymore, which is what Sony has always done. And even then, it wasn't that bad. For the like arguably, it's been pretty good. The fact the only thing with the PS3, by the way, the PS3 one. The biggest thing is it's 100% possible because with PS4 the problem is that the hardware wasn't that much stronger than the last generation. That's what makes it thing, and same with processing and all this other bullshit. But also because of just the architecture. That's the number one hardest thing is the architecture. And the reason why I think it's gonna be monumental task and why I think that's why I say it's realistic is because like, bro, our PCS3 as it stands barely fucking runs. But granted, I mentioned it too before that they don't have dedicated, mod this and that. So maybe Sony could have, hey, let's take that and they could do it themselves, which has been done before. Heck, Sony has definitely done that with their. So to say that they took some of the work from our PCS3 is not a stretch, And then they just take their shit. Oh, we actually have the code. They did a lot of the brunt heavy work that's actually used because we are the ones that have the code for fucking PS3, and then just put it on the PS5 because it's a lot easier. I think that's the most realistic expectation. If they are doing it, there's no way in hell. When these people have been working on this for 10 years and can barely get like Demon Souls and a handful of games to actually really run on some systems without tweaking or really knowing what the fuck you're doing and having a super high-end system, which the PS5 in a sense is and isn't, let that sink in, without them stealing their shit and having working on this since the PS5, I doubt that. So even if it does, I'm thinking they're going to go the route of let's release digitals and one by one. That's the only way I could see this happening. Or who knows, they could have, again, they could be doing that, and they have been working on the 5. But I don't know. That's just me. Like I said, we can watch this video whenever you guys are ready.
Well, speaking of digitals, there's like people who are just like outright just randomly saying like, oh, Sony and PlayStation is only gonna do like digital games up at PlayStation 7. I'm like, no, you're a fucking idiot. They released a console version that had no disc drive. They are already pushing for it right now. Like since 2020.
I mean,
this is gonna happen at the PlayStation 6 most likely.
To me, it's like no, they're still gonna have. See, everyone's like, oh, finally gonna get backwards, but no, we've seen what their version of backwards. I mean, who knows? Again, because here's the thing: it will 100% save them. If we get real backwards compatibility, 100% people would actually buy PS5s. There's no cap about that. But we've seen at this point. Here's the bad to it. If it makes sense, they're probably not gonna do it. Like let's actually be honest. These companies have been consistently disappointed. Like it's insane. Like there's a reason I'm fucking just an asshole. Like because I'm right. I mean, what are your thoughts, Wow? What do you think about the whole PS3 backwards compatibility rumor bullshit?
I think that I don't know. Maybe they just don't want to pay the extra heavier fee for that to happen, or they just don't feel like adding on to. They sort of just want to forget about those games and move on to the new games, so the new games gets more attention.
Yeah.
Bro, it's so funny you say that they want to forget these games. Let's remember that their IP, Uncharted, on PS3, they released 3 games. PS4, only 1. That should have been the other way around when the PS4 had more processing power and more deving options at the time.
Yeah, but
It should have been the other way around.
Yeah, right.
There
but
were
Naughty
so
Dog-
many fantastic IPs that came out of the PS3 genre that they fucking slobbed and shit and all the horrible things you can think of on the next generation.
Yeah,
It's not that they don't want to put in effort, they want to forget that they know how to make good things again.
that is true as fuck. I don't know who the hell's. Fuck.
And the thing that I brought up about the digital thing was the thing that I said earlier, which is like Sony was laying off job titles that were related to the physical media of the console games, which means like people who were responsible for ordering new supplies or ordering a whole bunch of things that required physical discs. That job titles are being laid off all over in Sony, and that is a major issue.
Oh, true. That's a good thing to bring up.
Because not only are there less physical copies that are going to come out in the future, but scalping of all the older games that you can only get your hands on physically because they're off the digital stores fucking skyrockets.
I mean,
Remember when we had digital codes for games? I used to do that. I used to buy codes just for the specific game, not PlayStation Store credit.
You know what's funny that you mentioned scalpers is that there's no one to blame but the people that's buying off of them.
Yeah,
literally-
No, because they understand the situation and are trying to profit off of it. That makes sense.
Piece of shit. I mean, no. I'll say that, like, people, like, if you're a scalper and you think, oh, like, no, you're just a piece of shit. Like, and here's the thing: if you are a scalper, you're already privileged. Like, on God, you already have money to buy in stock. And take it from someone who actually wants to start a business and understand, like, you have to already have money to make money. And that's the
Oh
biggest thing.
yes,
Is, like,
I know, right? I still saw an interview one of them, and they're like, "Yeah, I need to eat too," and I'm like, "What the hell? Scalping isn't a job."
right? No. Like, you are profiting off of a situation. Like you're just a piece of shit. Like, bro, like, in certain situations, like, there are certain times where, like, okay, whatever. Like, it can't be up, like, oh, you know, they're happy. Like, I've done it before. Like, oh, they're happy to be this Yu-Gi-Oh card. I could get them. Fuck it. I could get some money off of it. But I don't fucking gouge the shit out of them. It's like, oh, just a little profit, you know, a little side thing, right, that I can do, and I happen to be able to. Like, I think that's fine. I'm not saying you can't do that. Like, if you can see that, a good example, like fucking GameStop likes to throw out disc random, which I think is stupid. Like, if I had a lot of money, I mean, I would, like, yo, let me buy all those copies of Haze for the preservation of the future. And this is what I would do too. If I could, I would buy out, and I'm doing it, right? I'm gonna buy PS3s. But am I gonna gouge the shit out of them? No, I want to actually, like, I get a small profit, but I also get to preserve the future of gaming, right? But scalpers don't give a fuck. I mean, by the way, like, people are, like, again, like how I was saying, is like, at the end of the day, this is a you problem. Like, if it's a culture thing, because see, even in Korea, not here, Taiwan, Linus was talking about how great customer satisfaction is there. That it's unlike, like, here, people here are too focused on scamming you, right? Like it's a culture thing, right? And in America, they care way too much about money over anything, right? So like, people trying to, like, nah, you're just a piece of shit. In Taiwan, I don't think they have a scalp. They do, obviously, because, you know, graphics cards, but that's probably more so from foreign influence than here. But fucking the main thing is, like, I guarantee you, and there are places and cultures where, like, scalping is, like, just seen as bad, or it doesn't work, right? Like, because if more people here, like, were like, because again, the problem is people there here who have money. Oh, I don't care, just give me the PS5 over here. But either people could stick to their more, like, to me, like, no, I would, like in Canada, see, because, you know, they're Canadians. Bro, they beat up a dude because he was a scalper. They straight up got him, like, oh yeah, we're gonna buy it, and they just beat his ass. You know, so, like, it's all up to, like what Bio said. The real core of the problem is like, besides the people who are scalping, is the people who are buying this shit. Like, for me, it's like,
I had
why
a buddy
would
who
you?
bought it off of a person before, and then I'm like, he said when he went over there to actually get it, the guy was trying to up the price. And then I'm like, dude, why would you do this? He's like,
See?
man, his excuses. Well, now I got a PS5. I'm like, that's sad. Hell no.
See, exactly. And again, at the end of the day, it comes down to, like, culture, right? Culture. Like, it just.
I mean,
it's
most
stupid.
scalpers aren't even gamers anyways. They just understand that this is just an untapped market that people will just easily buy into.
I would say probably half of them are at least aware. Like for anything, like, people have to be in the.
Okay.
business
There's a
to
difference
degree.
between people who don't know what a console controller is and people who, like, seen it at their friend's house.
Right. But even then, like, I from, because again, like, sneaker well, ticket resellers are completely different, right? They're probably the most of that.
Ticket
But, like,
resales-
sneaker people, no, sneaker resellers, like, no, they fuck with the sneaker biz, right? Like, it's something you have to be on your shit. for that.
Like,
But something like consoles, like, oh yeah, no, there's definitely probably more normies than like, because like I don't think I've ever known or met a single sneakerhead or some shit, or I would assume almost like 90% of sneaker like scalpers, like no, they fuck with sneakers and that, right? But again, they're getting fucked, by the way. And think because people are finally, and more so, especially because of money, like they're like, nah, I'm not gonna spend this much money on overpriced ass fucking pieces of excuses for shoes that are made for $10, which like that's even stupider. Like, damn.
Hey,
bro.
hey, those Chinese kids worked really.
Oh no, they did. That's for sure.
no.
I'm not denying that one. Or iPhone scalpers. Oh, there's them motherfuckers. Scalpers are just pieces of shit. Like, I get trying to make your money fair, this or whatever. Like, if there's an opportunity, go for it. You know, I'm not saying don't. Like, especially your hard work, whatever. But
Nah, if you're a scalper, you must be selling drugs. Get that straight.
no, that's the difference between scalper and dude.
drug dealers buying their
Nah.
seventh. Fuck.
And to me, that's stupid. Oh, we're trying to make, like, bro, you had enough money to buy a stock of PS5s. I don't think your family was gonna go hungry anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bullshit. It's mad. And to me, it's like, if you have that much money, here's an idea: downsize, sell shit, get rid of shit, find somewhere cheaper to live. It's not that hard. You know, relocate clearly because you need to find a job. Relocate to a new place. Go somewhere cheap. Not that hard, dude. But the reality is, like, no, they want to get, the real reality is they want to get used to the luxurious lifestyle. That's really what it is. And I can tell as someone who's living, like, no, if you guys, like, I guess I won't release my numbers too much, like, all right, I don't really give a fuck. Like, bro, I genuinely barely make fucking money. I'm still fucking here. And the crazy thing is, most people think I have money. Like, they really do. It's really how you carry yourself, obviously. But I always say, oh, I'm broke, I'm about to make this a joke. But like, nah, bro, I'm broke as fuck. Like, bruh. But I'm smart. The thing is, I'm smart with my money. Like, bro, if I'm gonna say this is like a segment. You want some genuinely financial advice, and this is just crazy for so many people. And people are still broke. Like, yeah, it's still tough. It's shit. Don't do drugs. Like I'm not. I thought I have anything against, like, 'cause I'm a Buddhist. Our whole philosophy, this and I even said early on, like,
Wait, say it again for dramatic effect.
don't do drugs.
No, say it in like a dramatic effect.
I don't care. I don't want
No, I know what
I can't
I'm tired.
imagine my life without drugs.
Like, even when there was a thing that were going like, oh, here, we want to have this little sticker that says, so don't do drugs. And I said, and I was like, wait, well, no. I was like, because drugs were invented for medical reasons. What if, like, something gets injured? I'm going to want cocaine to numb the pain. You know, it's like, I know why drugs were invented. To me, I don't want to have a thing. Oh, I'm not going to do drugs. Like, dude, I am a realistic person. You never know when you might need to do certain things. So that's why I don't, like, I'm a man of my word. And I really do mean that. There's a reason I converted to Buddhism. Like, I already follow a lot of these tenets way before I converted. So it was a very easy transition. So it's like, yeah, no, I'm not going to sit here and make false promises I know I can break for stupid reasons, right? I'm not going to die because, oh, I made a promise not to do drugs, so I'm going to sit here and die for that. No, it's stupid, but again, like I said, I'm a man of my word. And I'm not going to make no bullshit promise like, nah, bro, I know I'm going to eventually do drugs. So weed, I was like, yeah, I'm just curious. And yeah, now it's legal, so shit. And yeah, I do weed, but like only if I'm offered. Like, I won't go out of my way to buy this because, bro, it's like, again, weed's the cheaper of the drugs. It's like, what, $20 for some a gram? I don't give a fuck. I don't know the measurement. That's just how little I give a fuck. But yet I, like, casually smoke it. Because, like, bro, here's the best way to put it. You can spend $20 on weed, last you, like, what, a minute or some bullshit. You can spend $20 in a game, last you a lifetime.
You only get a minute of highness and you smoke weed.
Dude, I really need to get high when I get weed. I'm like Latinian, and some of us are notoriously known for being able. Like, obviously, I'm still like a lightweight compared to people who actually smoke. Cause like you're high tolerance.
Funny though.
But I have like high natural tolerance, right? That's all it is, like natural tolerance.
He's like, you only get a minute.
Experience
The
tolerance.
whole time is probably like 2 hours, and he doesn't even realize.
Hey, don't get me wrong. One time I had edibles, I was on my ass. But outside of that, like, I'm not opposed to doing certain, like, drugs. But my main thing getting is, like, don't smoke, don't drink. Those are drugs. Those count too. Like, basically, and then the other ones, obviously, don't buy shit you just straight up do not fucking need. Like, if you're not enjoying the few things you have, or if you do buy something, like, get rid of something else new. Like, if anything, let it be, like, a hobby that makes you happy. Let it be something centered hobby that can distract you and is productive. But more importantly, as far as spending is, remember, number one, just don't do drugs like that. That's surprisingly, and that's probably already 90% of people are going to be like, whoa. Like, it's a lot of money. I don't realize it because I don't do it, but like when I was in Mexico, my uncle was like, "Damn, no wonder you can save money." Like, he said that alone because like, you don't drink, no, nothing. Like, just that alone is like, you don't even do drugs or anything. Like, not really. And not that I'm against it or opposed it. I'm just like, that's a waste of fucking money. Because to me, it's like, dude, there are ways to have fun for free. That's the biggest thing. It's like, find cheap ways to have fun. You don't have to go to fucking concerts. You don't have to go to everything. Like, if you're gonna do it, look at me. Have one thing you really fucking fuck with and let that be your only thing. Right. Like, to me, I love conventions, like anime game. That's it. I either go to tournaments or anime conventions. I do not do anything else. Way easier to save money. I don't do drugs. I don't spend unnecessary shit like that. Then the third one is just like, just watch what you spend. I would say that's the other thing. It's not too crazy. It's like, or don't eat out a lot, right? Shit like that. Like actually try. Like, and even if you do, be smart about it, right? Like, oh, Jewel, on Tuesdays I can buy chicken cheap. Oh, these things, use my coupon. I mean, I feel like a lot of people already do kind of do that, but like, don't. Or again, like I said, always buy shit on sale. Like that's my third real advice: is always buy shit on sale. That includes food or anything, whatever. Always, because there's always some shit going on. Why would you pay 20 when you could pay for the shit later for like 5 or some shit, right? Like, have your shit scheduled or on what's on sale. Like, when I go to Jewel, like, I never buy anything full price. Like, it's just honest. Like, why
I went
would you?
jewel shopping with this guy, and he was able to manage.
Well, so you can attest.
He was able to manage not spending above, I think it was $20.
25, I think, counting tax. Yeah.
25. Yeah, and then I tried to do the same thing last week, and let's just say I hit a pretty good number.
Okay, not
It
bad.
was my goal was 20.
Mm-hmm.
It was 1950, but I got like 2 extra things, which made it go a little bit higher. I'm like, I tried.
That's fine. No, but that's fine.
But
I mean,
that would have been a pretty good number though to stop at, was 1920. Because then think about it, like let's say if that was your end price at that day, all you would get was like 2 quarters back. You know what I mean?
right. But at the end of the day, if I'm being honest, your budget. Also, budget yourself. Like, actually set a budget. That's another thing I can really stress out. Like, have this. Like, obviously, this should be common sense to anybody. There's money that just doesn't belong to you. That's anything that's rent, whatever. They feel that's common sense. If not, someone needs help or something. But if you're learning it from me first, that's kind of sad. But if you're taking this, that's great. That's great if you're like. But that should be common sense. Like, there's money that doesn't belong to me. That's rent. Internet bill, clearly, because you're listening to this. Electricity, that's okay. That just doesn't exist.
Nah, dude,
then you
you're in a
split it
public
into
library.
3.
What you mean?
Then you split it again, and if you can, right? Like, even I can do. Think about it. If I have like barely like you have. Okay, this is how you budget. Okay, this is your spending money, more or less, of what you get for like eating and shit. Like, okay, this is my food budget, and then after that, it's like, okay, because and it is good. Have like what makes me happy budget. Like, I think that's a necessity. You should reward yourself, but budget it. Actually budget. You could be like, and that's where you're like, this is my budget for being happy money. I want to get this thing. Let me save this for now, and then this thing's not on sale now. Let me wait. And then again, I've taken from experience. I'm like, oh, this month, next month, and then maybe 2 more months. Okay, you save, let's say 25. Now you have 100. That thing that costs 200 is now it is 100. Holy shit! I got the thing I want, and that's how you can even achieve something you never think you would actually ever get. And then that other third, save. That's money to save. And that money, even if you don't know it, fuck it, just save it for something. You never fucking know. It could be an emergency, something, but it's money that you should be like, I'm never touching that, right? Or if you really can, then you save 4. One's emergency money, one's save money, right? I used to have that, but no, now I'm like to the point where it's like 3, and like, fuck it, if it's emergency. Lately, I haven't had that many emergencies, right? Luckily. But now I'm too broke where right now I'm fucked. I'm kind of to the point where like my save money is basically $1. Like, I'm not even bullshitting you. That's where I'm at current. I could barely save money. But yeah, that's and then we're looking back to, I don't know how we went about money because regardless, just that's my advice is don't do drugs. Try to get out of it if you do. This includes coffee. Coffee is also a drug. And it's
I just
overpriced.
keep getting spammed by like the same drug message on my YouTube. It's just like illegal fentanyl has made its way to the drug supply. Even a millisecond gram it can lead to insurer.
Granted, it's different if you have to be on medication. That sucks dick. But yeah, and also try to find just cheap ways. Always buy shit on sale. And you again, you could look. I swear to God, literally, there are people I grew up with at high school, middle school. They think I'm rich, because they go to my room and they're like, dude, you're packing. I'm like, dude, I'm not. I just am smart with my money. Like, that's all it is, bro. Even my mom said the same thing. Everyone for something back home, like, oh man, you guys are rich. Like, dude, no, we're just not retarded with our money, bro. Like, that's literally it. We make a fairly average salary even when we have good times. Like, dude, I was a forklift driver, but they got paid at 13, and then you get taxed like a motherfucker for being single. And like, oh, you don't got kids and this and that. Oh, well, like, bro, the government does not like you if you're a smart adult. It's like, no, go fuck yourself. Like, I learned that the hard way. That's why I will never work full time ever again. You can lick my left nut. But we were so this was looping back to earlier. We were talking about some Sony shit, right? Yeah. That's what this was, right? About the whole like, I don't remember. Anyways, you guys bring it back to
it was about the physical media.
Thank you. Yes,
Sony releasing people off of it, and I just said like this is just like a downward spiral to digital only.
Right. And the thing is why I'm still not that scared about. I mean, they clearly want it to go there. That's not a secret. my whole thing is why I'm still not worried until a couple more years is because, I mean, yeah, one of the biggest things is convenience, but the thing is, what I was looping with that poor stuff is like, there are people where it's still more convenient and they would rather buy physical media. And because think about it like this. DVDs were still selling even not that long ago. They had to force people to get off of DVDs, bro. Force them. And most people do not have good online for streaming. They still don't. And here's the other thing that people forget. What about other countries? Other countries rely on physical media. The only reason, like, going back to the production with Sony is that that's true, but people think that's not necessarily related. Don't get me wrong, gaming, it's definitely dropped off hard. But we're at a steady stalemate. There are people like me who consistently buy this. Consistent. Like, hands down. There are people who are dedicated. And for some people, it is more convenient, right? Like, if your internet's ass, like, you could have money, but your internet's ass. Like, you're out in the countryside. Like, you know, it's cheaper to live out there, which, lucky for you guys. But your internet's ass. Like, it's not good enough to download this shit. And you have data caps. Like, that's why, to me, until that changes, physical media will always be relevant. You have to completely neuter something for something to not be relevant. That's what people gotta realize. Like, don't get me wrong, has it declined? Obvious. But the thing is, you gotta look at it from perspective. When you're in the city, it's like, well, yeah, no shit, we have way better internet than most of the country. But when you look at it from the south, it's like, what are you talking about? We still got disc for days out here. You know what I'm saying? It's relative to where you're at. And the other thing is, why are they cutting? Is because the biggest thing is you gotta remember, it's Blu-rays. That encompasses everything, not just video games. When it comes to music, no, music's been pretty much near digital for years. They've already been getting fucked, right? And movies, like I said, they're getting semi-cut by DVDs, and they're trying to force people to move to Blu-ray. But a lot of people do stream, even if whatever. But a lot of things in 480p, right? So it's a lot more complicated, I think, with movie media. Honestly, to me, it's like, if anything's gonna happen, it's gonna be movies will fall first, way before video games. That's why I'm not like, people think like, no, look at movies and shit. Right now, with video games, we're still safe, believe it or not. We really are, because we're fighting back way harder than the fucking movie people. Like, no, like, people here, like they don't get it. Like. If they could, they would not care if they couldn't have literally the average Joe Schmo. Like, if they could just straight up watch their favorite show on Netflix, they wouldn't even care. But we actually care, right? The problem is we're a minority, in a sense. But the bigger reason why that layoff is because it's not because, in a sense, obviously they want to, but they're not trying that hard. If they would have, they would have already done it by the 5, right? They really did. It's a leak that they wanted to. But the reason why is because Best Buy. Remember, Best Buy and Walmart are already just getting rid of this. They don't even want to bother, right? So clearly the production's gonna go down. So they're just downsizing, really. Like, they're just like, well, we clearly don't need this much. Like, you know what I'm saying? It only makes sense, honestly. Like, you know what I'm saying? The correlation was there. Like, yeah, they're not gonna produce as many DVDs anymore. So why do you need that many more employees?
Like, the thing you mentioned earlier was like the preservation of older and newer to older.
Oh, for
games.
sure.
I feel like that still needs to be there, regardless of the system. But that is unrealistic.
Right. The bigger problem, I think, to me, it's not even like, even let's say like we weren't be able access to, let's say straight up, right? Like right now, let's say, okay, they do finally give us internet at the cap, and then we are not seeing disc. The bigger problem with digital is not the fact that it's digital. That's actually really not the problem, and some people might not get this. It's the fact that digital copies aren't copies; they're rentals. You are legally. There is no legal way for you to be able to have your digital copy, and it really sucks when I stop and look at my PS library in a sense. That you're not like legally. I think a PS3 is a bit different actually, but the reality is that you're just renting it. Like, and that's what it kind of says. Like, and is this weird because with the PS3 and 360, in a sense, this is what's funny is that they said this before. This is why I feel like it's a gray area, but I think it's gotten worse at PS4 because technically it says that it's something that you rent. You technically don't own it. Like, that's the thing. You don't own this, so you can't preserve it. That's what. With the whole thing with the case that Honorable saying, because the reality is, if you actually owned your digital copy, this wouldn't be an issue. That's the real case here, because the reality is digital storage, for the most part, is better than disk storage. Or anyways, anyone will tell you multiple. Have your copy of whatever on your disk, your cartridge, your ROM, your PC, like multiple backups. One in a fucking storage or some bullshit, right? Because you know what happened, and that's why pirates are good, because they can get this copy that you're. Because think about it, right now as it stands. How can you have a copy of the PS4 game on something besides a disc? Like, you know, your PC can't read it. You know, you have to have it on this specific thing, and then what if it corrupts? Like, you have no real way to back it up outside of, it has to be connected to the PS5 and the storage. Or you could, I mean, one of the other ways is, you could connect it and then put that storage somewhere. But how many times can you keep doing this until it eventually corrupts or something, and then whatever? You know, so you don't have like one solid hard copy into something that's more reliable than just a random hard drive. Just having it on the hard drive is not the most reliable thing. But you have a dedicated computer that can constantly back it up to 10 different things and detect something wrong. That's a way better way to do it. But that can be done when it's on disk far more than a hard drive. I mean, that's what, thank God we do have, by the way. That's why it's great that it's Pirates. But the funny thing is about PS3, and I think it's a weird gray zone that people don't realize about PS3 one that we got lucky, is that technically on the rules conditions it says that, oh, okay, like, yeah, you can, like, right now the store's going to go down, you can still download your game. So, okay, it's still there. It's kind of preservation in a sense, right? The problem is, like, we don't trust these companies, right, for them to keep these servers. Because let's be honest, there will be a point when they're eventually going to shut down the servers so you could download their game. And now there is only, like, if your PlayStation 3 or that copy gets fucked of insert Metal Gear Solid or some bullshit, there is no legal way for you to play that game ever again, right? But what's funny is that, let's say the servers go down, you can, actually, for some reason, you can just copy your PS3 game and 360 game fairly easily. And that's the thing is that, and the funny thing is you are legally allowed. Fun fact, when you have a disc, it is by law you are allowed to have a second copy, and that is considered your backup copy. Like, fun fact, so you're technically allowed to have two copies. That's why, you notice when you have a digital copy, you have two technically because of that law. Fun fact, it's like again, your backup. Literally, it's called the backup law. Fun fact. And that and the problem is, but if it's a rental, that doesn't count. That's the real problem, and that's why people don't realize. Like, maybe I could be wrong, but from what I've seen and that's the way Sony takes it. They're like, oh yeah, if not, like, no, just back up your shit. Like, that's what they said for 3. But with PS4, you're noticing they don't talk about that anymore. So to me, again, I think digital was fine in the PS3 360 era, and then once we moved over to PS4, I could be wrong. We could look into this a lot more. You have to actually look at the rights. But from what I've seen, for the most part, and again, even from me, like, I know that the reason I still want to buy these and download, because it's all about legal. I mean, granted, you can get it illegally, but then the bottom is that's enforcement. And the thing is, we want to do this the right way, right? Because again, look at Nintendo. Look at Nintendo. There's a dude in jail because of this kind of shit. Like, this is, people think, oh, it's not the big deal. Like, bro, when it comes to Nintendo, it's definitely a big deal. And then even then, here's the bigger problem: if you can't properly preserve it, then a game could get corrupted or this. I mean, just look how much people are struggling just to emulate something. So it's actually really important. And it were like, I remember someone said that, oh, apparently 75% of games aren't fucking stored. To me, why I personally don't care is because, like, dude, most games are ass. And games, in my opinion, didn't really start getting, like, I give a fuck good until, like, the PS1. That's just my personal opinion. So I don't care that 75% of our games are technically fucked. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Most of them are ass anyways. But I think in a historical sense, it sucks. I'll say this much. Like, for me personally as an entertainer, I don't go fuck. But for history, I think that is a huge loss. I mean, it already sucks, man, that we already... Good example, like, I was watching a video of Pancratyon, which I will talk about eventually into the channel, as I am now technically a practitioner. You know, Yurian's fighting stuff, by the way, that we've actually lost like 75% of the literature for fucking Greece because of the Great Burning of Alexandria, right? And apparently it's also wrong because a lot of the stuff for Pancratyon was saved in the vases and some of the scriptures that's passed on from different areas, right? But that's still not a wrong statement to think that 70% of Hellenic culture was lost because of those burnings. I would say maybe 50% because now we actually know Pancratyon is one of the first, like, OG MMAs and has a superior form of striking compared to boxing because you don't get. And again, and the thing is, think about it, even MMA experts are so misinformed about it. And that's a big problem. Even if something, let's say, again, like right now, I think as we stand, I think preservation is in a decent place because of pirates, right? But look at what's gonna happen. What's the precedence? Like, look at how shitty developers are now because they don't have ways to replay old games or the fact that they're good. You know, right now we're already suffering. If we're being honest, we're suffering from the inconvenience and people not being able to grow up or being informed, right? Like, think about how many new gen developers there are right now, and they don't know how to make a genuinely good game because they didn't have access or were able to play it in a convenient way. That's really what it is. It's really convenient. So why can't I just, buy game, put disc, done? That's really 100% what it's about. Because at this point, gamers care too much, and we're way too fucking good and savvy for preservation for PS1 to up games to really be effective. That is
it says a lot when a Capcom staff can't even access like some older titles of Dino Crisis or Resident Evil because they fail to fucking provide a convenience for their own people.
Yeah, exactly. And again, pirates literally have saved us. Like, that's not an overstatement. And again, good example. Look at the Silent Hill collection. That shit was butchered to shit because they didn't have the original source code. And this is what we mean. Like, the original companies don't care. They're not like us where we have backups and they're just like, okay, we put it on our old computer. We got rid of our old computers. Hey, didn't our old computer have the save data or like all the data for Silent Hill? Fuck. A good example. Look at Soul Calibur 5. Lost their shit in a tsunami because they didn't back it up to a server. Like, good job. We lost, and now we have to rebuild Soul Calibur 5 from scratch, and it has one of the worst Soul Caliburs ever. For a reason. Like,
Rip Soul Calibur.
and the bigger problem is because companies care too much about trying to save money over the actual art of the game because their companies don't give a shit. Like, that's why to me, I'm not as worried because we have people that care way too much and they're way too good in this field. Like in other fields, like in music, let's be real, there's not as many tech savvy people in the music industry as there are in the game industry. You get what I'm saying? Like, we're actually lucky. That's why to me, I'm not worried. Like, I can do this shit. And think about it. You guys didn't know about that law. Did you guys know about that? The 2-disc law? Did you know about that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, whatever.
Of course not.
I didn't think.
Don't say whatever after saying yeah.
So you did or you didn't?
No, I
It's
actually
true.
didn't. So he had
Okay.
every right to say that.
But see, that's something Nintendo wouldn't want you to do because Nintendo doesn't actually care. They just want your money. That's the bigger problem. Too many of these companies don't
But
really
you
care.
said disc, right? Technically, theirs is a cartridge.
Same shit. It applies. If it's something that you
Technically.
own, you're allowed to have a backup copy, and that's like in general. That's not even unique to this. That's a Consumer Law Protection Act, right? And that's a great topic though. That really is. But video game preservation is not under that as much as we think it is. It is for older stuff. Like that's I can't stress that enough. Like it is for older shit or things that we technically don't even have access to. And it's always this obscure shit. And it's things that are obscure, honestly. And it's primarily Nintendo and old shit.
I want to end it with we're going to lose the convenience of having these games and not just PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games.
Right.
Now it will be PlayStation 3 and
Oh, did he cut off?
no,
it's it.
we're going to lose access to more PS3 and eventually PS4 games.
Yeah, so the reality is
And
the history.
losing that convenience is just going to push people away from consoles even more.
Yeah. And no, that's a
Although
true.
it will have the convenience of being a portable PC, what good is a portable PC if you can't even play the games that people recommend you?
Right. And I think here's what it's going back to the Pancantian thing is I think the bigger thing is like like I said, preservation from PS1 to PS up, we're fine. But like Honorable said, the convenience is gonna be gone. Like I think where we're at currently as it stands, and people, I'm sure people consoles too convenient. People will switch, but gamers will switch to PC. That's how I'm seeing it. But the average person is not a gamer. And I think
I'm gonna say this, like it's far off fetch. It will probably never happen, but that possibility is still there. Consoles will lose their convenience.
they could. Again, at the way it's at now, I can see it because they're already getting inconvenient. Honestly,
No, because like I'm gonna say this, like gaming laptops are actually really getting better and
Yeah,
better
no,
every couple of months, and eventually in a few years, a gaming PC or a gaming laptop is all you're really gonna need now.
yeah. I mean, think about it. They're making it, dude. They literally were gonna make Dolphin. Like, one of the main things we're talking about. Oh, a fucking GameCube emulator. Oh yeah, and it's not even that hard to really set up, honestly. So he's making a very, very good point there. So yeah, and again, these companies, think about it. Dude, to me, it's because these companies are so stupid. They can't try to put this bullshit overpriced games. Remember on the PS3, like, do you know what the PS2 and the PS3 did? And same with the Xbox. Oh, you could play music. Oh, you could play music and DVDs. Oh, and you could play your old game. And like I said, no, this machine only plays PS6 games. Like, wow, this thing's useless. Like the PS4 to me was the sign of that bullshit of starting to lose the convenience, right?
Actually, a lot of people were using their PlayStations 4 for just like a media machine. Like I remember a couple of people in my friend groups in the past saying like, "Oh, no, I really just use it as a Netflix machine."
Exactly.
I'm like, what do you mean you're using it for a Netflix machine? Yeah, I use it for a Netflix machine. Nothing else? No, I just got COD. What else? That's it.
Right? Yeah. No, and you can use like a Fire Stick or some bullshit. But like I said, for gamers, like I can't stress for gamers, right? Like because the average person, like I said, they'll probably do Netflix, COD, and then that's it. But again, the thing that's gonna suck, that's gonna keep purveying this stupid shit. This is the real problem. It's gonna dumb down the culture of gaming. Is that not everyone's gonna get a gaming laptop, even for how convenient it is. Like some people just genuinely big TV and like at the end of the day, don't get me wrong. Like some people are just like no. A lot of people are that fucking brain dead. Like consoles are idiot proof. Like, because dude, the good example, like here's the difference. Like there are these two sides. You guys don't know this. There are people who can and can't use Discord. Like don't get me wrong, Discord can be annoying. It can be stupid, unintuitive, but it is 100% better than using PSN chat. There's no argument. But there are some people that are just too stupid. They can't even get on a voice chat for fucking.
I was gonna say that.
Like, am I not wrong? Like we all know this. We're PlayStation, and dude, some PlayStation people are literally retarded when it comes to Discord. And if you're retarded,
You can
for
say that
Discord,
word. I am one.
I
And I
cannot
allowed
fuck
it.
with you.
Shut
I cannot fuck with you, dude. Like those, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a red flag. Like if you cannot fuck with Discord, that's a red flag to me. Like, you're actually fucking braided, retarded. And that's especially Americans. That's the consumerism. Like that's why consoles will still be around. For as much as you say, that's for the gamer. Because I'm already there. Like it's like PS is too much. But guess what? The average person, I don't care. I'm gonna pay 70. You know, like they're literally that retarded. Like they love the extra convenience, and they're just too cool. Then they're gonna have their kids, and I only play on the Xbox. You know, they're literally fucking troglodytes, bro, and they wonder why they're broke as shit.
Hey,
You know, and all they buy is COD in the system. Oh, it's fine. I'll pay $15.70, and that's it. You know, it's all to watch Netflix, play COD. You know, and to look, to study, this.
hey.
What I'm gonna say about the gaming laptops is like the people who are not brain dead are gonna switch over to
Oh, hands down.
gaming laptops because that will be the new convenient console.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No. Like I said, yeah, absolutely. But the other thing is, I think it's you still do stand in the sense. But here's where I'm getting at. Back to the Pancration thing is think about this. We even with the burning of Alexandria, we still have so much sources from Pancration, but because it's not easily accessible, we have think about it. One of the best Jujutsus, a modernizer of Jujutsu, didn't have access to its shit. Even I know. Remember, I've been out of the field for the martial arts field. You know, think about it. He's like the Daigo bro almost, right? And yet the random dude who plays fighting games knows more about Pancration than you do because of how much I care about, like basically even the emulation for history.
Wait, hold on. Are we stepping out of the 2-disc conversation? Because I was doing the research for the Consumer Act.
Oh, you can bring it back for sure. Go for it.
We'll finish up on this one.
Yeah. Wait, that's what I'm getting at is that we're gonna grow in a future where people won't even know about classic titles. That's really what's at risk here. The history, you know what I'm saying? That's why I think it's bad. Because people won't be able to play all this, and that's why modern game developers suck, because all they ever got used to was shitty PS3 games. They don't know what it's like to actually play PS1 and PS2 games. The convenience, that's really what we're losing. To me, like, gaming, like I said, PS1, even some old ones, what we're losing is the culture of gaming. There are going to be kids right now that grow up not playing actually good games from the past or under. Again, right now, modern developers, they've never played an arcade game. They're not easily accessible. They don't know what actual difficulty is like or what it's like for a game when it doesn't want you to beat it. They think, oh, Dark Souls is hard. No one can beat this. Like, no, it's meant to be beat. This is not an arcade game, dog. That, and on top of that, you know what else arcade games are really good at? They knew how to have fun. They're the core of how to have fun. Because that's the only way you can play them.
I don't know, man. I was pretty fucking pissed when I was playing Mortal Kombat 2.
So, regardless.
Yeah.
And I gotta show you, dude, Electric Underground, he made a great statement about it. And I was like, yeah, you're right. He basically said that's why Resident Evil 4 Original is always going to be better than the reimagining. The reimagining is built with modern bootyware shit in mind, whereas the original had an arcade philosophy. How can you have an arcade philosophy as a developer if you have no easy access to some of these arcade titles? And that's the real problem that's at risk with us, you know. The convenience, like I said, we're good as gamers, but the general public, like, I think it's important that. And look at that now, people. Oh, Pixel is great again, because a lot of these morons they're just gonna play a PS3 game, you know, or some PS4 or whatever is available. Slop. That's why they have no creativity. Because again, we have modern people who say Pancration instead of Pancration, and when they're Pancration tournaments, they're not doing proper Pancration form, and that's what we're gonna. Again, we see it in development now. Oh, I know how to make an FPS. They've never even played an FPS pre-PS3 era. It's like, homie, it's the exact same thing. And what's again, look at something. One of the most greatest pre-MMAs to ever exist, and even a Jujutsu expert in the MMA has information wrong about it. And it's not his fault. It's because it's not easily accessible. And that's an expert in a field that's existed longer than fucking video games, man. Anyways, Vile, please update us with the Dual Disc Act. That's what I want to get at. The culture. It's the culture we're going to lose. The games are going to be. They'll stick around. We have thousands of digital illegal games. We're fine. Vile, go for it. Tell us the code. Vile, are you there?
I think he slept on the job.
Man, oh man. Of course he fell asleep.
What's up, Mar?
Yeah, welcome.
How's it going?
You missed a hot topic. 2 actually.
Oh no, it's all good, man. I'm like just got done eating my ribs. I saw Kendrick Lamar posted up his victory lap video. Not like us. Like so much subliminals into that video. He literally featured the entirety of Compton in his video. Shit's crazy.
Happy America Day.
Oh, this all happened because we were talking about emulators. Oh, hey, at least Mark can watch the video with us so we can give thoughts about that. I mean, I already give some, but
Emulators? What are we talking about emulators for? What happened? Are they trying to take down emulators because they don't know how to preserve old games?
and we went on about preservation, we're gonna go longer on it, but no, it's just it says, are the PS3 emulator rumors for the PS5 actually realistic? Yeah, what's your thoughts on that, Marv? And then we'll watch this video.
Well, wait, what are the rumors?
Well, basically, Sony patented this software. I think it was a software that was initially made to replicate the system onto a PS5, which allows access for more PS3 games. Or to more PS3 titles.
Oh.
That's the synopsis of it.
Yep.
I sense the plot to do exactly what Nintendo does, just basically profit off of their old games the way how Nintendo does.
Yeah, right. That's what I was saying. Everyone, but the problem is everyone immediately jump. Oh, we can put our disc in. Like, dude, no.
Hey, I'm back.
Welcome.
So,
Oh,
I
so
don't
you were
know.
gone.
You left me no
Bro
room to
slept on the
talk.
job.
Oh,
No,
yeah, well,
homie left me no room to talk.
I
so-
was finishing up, and then I said, and then right now, so I handed it off to you earlier. It's like talk about the 2-disc thing. Yeah, because now
That's
we're gonna
the
watch the video in a
outro.
bit.
Thanks,
'cause we
Hudson,
caught
for
up
that.
Mar.
But
He literally
So-
gave you the alley oop and you just like disappeared.
they did. I like how they gave it to me when I'm not available. But when I'm available, I'm just sitting here listening, enjoying things. I was doing research for what this guy was saying, and I couldn't find anything that proves it. In the state of the consumer law, I scrolled through it, and there was nothing on the
Interesting.
2-disc law.
Don't tell me you
Well,
skimmed
not
it
disc.
twice.
Like no copy. Like in general, it's not just like I said. It wasn't just disc. It's general. Like for having backup.
If that was the case, I would assume I could walk out of the store with multiple backups of whatever I want from the consumer.
Only allowed one. You're only allowed one. That's what I recall. Like the fact that I recall, it, I think it has to be legit.
It has to be
Well,
legit.
Well, why would I really never?
Would they find that legit though? Would they find that reasoning be legit? I need
mean,
two
that's
copies
the
of
law.
these movies.
Yeah, one's your backup in case the other one gets fucked.
So then,
That's literally what it exists for. It's literally called a backup copy.
I can't find it. I feel like you're trying to set me up for thievery.
Whatever. Anyways, let's watch this.
What?
Oh, wait, you guys want to post it on the Discord
You
so you
did?
guys can stay with me?
All right.
And then Mara gave his thoughts, but yeah. And then but what I said, by the way, Mara, to catch up a little bit on that one too, is that the only reason I think it's even happening is because they're doing the Xbox thing. Oh, our PlayStation 5's not doing good, right? See, Xbox didn't do good, so it's like, oh, let's bring back emulation. So PlayStation, oh man, PS5's doing. What's a good way to get people? Oh, PS3, and yeah, no, absolutely, it would get people to buy it. But like I said, I also agree. I think they're gonna go the PlayStation because we already see it. They don't have real backwards compatibility. Oh yeah, we have PS2 back. Not really. You guys want us to buy your booty water ass emulator thingy jiggy, right? Like, oh, fuck off. Like, I want to put my disc in and make it work, like with Xbox. And even Xbox isn't perfect, right? Because like it doesn't have all the titles, only some of them. But
No, only some of the
Okay, this
big
next
titles
question,
that a lot
actually,
of
again,
people
two
went out
questions.
and
This
fucking
one from
actually
Eric
played.
Benoit.
Like,
Hello, everyone.
Skate
PlayStation
PS4
also has
and
Battle
PS5
Royale.
rumors
No
are back
games.
after a short hiatus.
PlayStation has what? Battle Royale?
Rumors just took, you know,
PlayStation
took
also has
took a
Battle Royale.
holiday. Yeah, a couple of weeks in the Caribbean.
Oh, the
Titles
fucking
with a modest
the
upscale.
PlayStation All Star
It would be
Battle
cost-prohibitive.
Royale. Okay. Cool.
Perfect underscore organism
You
has
even
this.
saying, like,
On
what
the
the
recent
fuck?
resurfacing
Oh, I
of
was just
PS3
saying it really
emulation on
fast.
recent emulation of. And the other thing is why I think they won't be able to do it good. I think it's purely a rumor because I also said that the schematics, like, how many times have they said, "Oh, we did a patent"? No one does anything with them ever. Like,
Microsoft managed to
you
get
know,
Maybe
decent
they just patented it so
emulation
then
of the
people can
Xbox
shut up
360
about it.
games or the Xbox One
Yeah,
VCR.
I
It's
can
the
see that too.
cell
You know
processor
what?
in the
You're
PS3
so
really
right for
that much harder to
that is like a possibility, like a
To
most likely
answer-
possibility.
to answer this,
I feel like that's more likely than them actually like giving it to the people.
right? And to answer this question, and the thing is, dude, I'm a huge PlayStation fan, so I understand fairly well. And I've been with the RPCSX community. Like, I don't do any of the shit myself, but I keep up a lot. And now I'm in a dev. I can tell you, is the cell processor for the PS3 that much harder to emulate than the Xbox? Yes, it fucking is.
I
The
feel like
coding
the
for that shit's
PS3
insane.
I feel like the PS3 like system itself, like what you're saying with the theme of today of
emulate
philosophy,
than the PBC
it's like it
PS3
did
emulation.
so
Should
much more
absolutely be doing.
in that machine than the Xbox 360 it did.
No, dude. Like I said, part of it's the way the architecture works for the actual system. It's not fully PC. And then there's the unique cell architecture. And then on top of that, the way you have to code. And then there's the security on top with Sony. It's like, bro, like I said it before, right now we have modern PCs that can barely run RPCX. You can't even run Armored Core. Like if you want to run a specific game that's unrunnable, on top, I'm not talking about top end. Mine's is considered, like even by its time, like the Core i7 and even the DDR. I literally tried to run a PS2 game called Code Veronica. It crashes every time I go into a new area. I said, fuck it, I'd rather buy the PS3 version. I ain't dealing with this shit. And it's not a shitty computer, so it's like, dude, no. And we're not there yet. If even here's my Core i9 RTX 3070. I can barely run Demon Souls at 4K. Let's fucking go. My homie said barely, dog. What about the other titles? Not even a chance, dog. Not even close. Like, basically, we're at a point where you have to support each game in an individual basis, and we saw that already with Xbox, right? But part of it was because of licensing, and their time spent was to make the games better. On PS3 emulator, it's spent just to get it running. Not to be better, just to get it to fucking run. So it's like, no, it's fucking hard. Like, PS3 emulation really... Like, on PS4 was never going to happen. Just realistically, hell no.
On the
PS5, it can be done.
I'm sure.
I don't think Sony has been doing any R&D. That's why I said if they are, I guarantee you they're using the RPCX3, like, as a base. It's down. Like, there's no way in hell they're just doing it like that. Bullshit.
Stealing from the fans yet again.
Here, mind if I say something real quick about this whole backwards compatibility thing?
Yeah.
Look, audience, we understand, all right? GameStop tricked you into turning in all your shit, and you don't have it anymore. So you want to be able to play all your old games on your new console. Just go out and get the old console again. Just stop bitching and complaining about wanting to play it, because you already know these guys aren't even thinking about old shit because you guys are too busy wanting to get new shit. Now all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a lot of people, more and more over the past few years, have been prevalently asking for, oh, we want to be able to play our old game, give us backwards compatibility. No, we're too busy trying to, like, give you new games. Like, if you guys really want the old games, keep your old console. The hell are you doing? Why'd you turn it in? Just because that, you can get an extra $20 in stored credit in order for you to put into your next console that costs an arm and a fucking leg. Don't you want that, guys? Isn't that what you really want? No, it's not. But hey, this is where we are now. Everyone's gonna bitch and complain about, oh, man, you have this now. Well, here, have it. It's not exactly what you wanted. Well, what the fuck then? Why the hell are we even here having this conversation? Okay, tangent over.
No, you're good. I was like, I wonder if we can have both playing the same. But I guess to backtrack a little bit to the thing is why also that still sucks and why we do need good preservation and have ways to copy. And this is why I think having your thing. This is why I think consoles do suck for preservation, is that it's closed source. You have to do shit illegally. PS3 is actually in the best point. Like I said, you can watch back.
This guy's looking at our souls.
This is why I say it sucks for anything pre PS1. Is like, dude, disc for PS2. Finally, if you're not good, they're rotting. Like, a lot of these things, they're just rotting. Like, right now, all cartridge system, man, you're fucked as it stands, dude. Right now, they are literally ticking time bombs, whether it's the battery, the cartridge, or the system. That's why I'm glad I am a PS3 guy. We have literally at least 100 years. We're good. And we have great ways to back our shit up. Way more than the cartridge dudes. But yeah, so even trying to get your old console, like, dude, what's the chances that shit even works? And here's the thing. People don't know, even probably Mar, and Bio see it firsthand. Consoles require maintenance. The average person doesn't know this. It's like buying a car and you don't give it an oil change when it's needed an oil change fucking 10 years ago. That is what it's like to buy an old system.
I'm kidding.
Like, literally, you guys don't realize, I do this with my PS3. Every time I buy a PS3, immediately take apart, clean, thermal paste, before I even turn that bitch on. Because there's a risk it'll fuck it up just for turning on because the shit ain't even right. And then you can see if something's wrong or some bullshit, right? And then, oh, okay. But the average person can't even do that. Like, or they don't even know someone that can do that. Like, maintenance is something
they need to know how to use a screwdriver.
And that kind of shows you that a lot of these things we see at games because people, where's the Silent Hill files? These things 100% have a short mindset. They were never thought of in the long term. Like, no one was thinking, someone's gonna keep their PS2 in 20 years. Someone's gonna maintain that disc. Like, they're just like, we're gonna do this, and then they don't even think about it. It's like, and that's why again, like it's great. So even the whole buying old consoles, homie, that's not even a great idea either. It's like to me, it's like, give us ways to back up our old shit, or at the very least, if anything, like, here's where I'm at too. The better way is like, re-release the PlayStation 2. Like, just remake them, and there we go. Oh, we have new ones, and then make it. We're like, oh, here's a thing where you could back it up onto your PC or something. Oh, great.
If they made a PlayStation 2 and you're able to just download the games instead of going out and getting physical copies.
I never did coverage on it because it's
I mean, we already saw the
really
PS1,
limited,
the one that when they did
system.
that. When I first heard, I was like, oh, they're re-releasing
The
PS1.
concept
Oh no,
I'm
it's just a
with
digital
is, hey,
fucking
let's
emulator.
test
Like,
out this
that's not what I
idea of
wanted. The
doing
fuck? I want to be able to put my
PS3
PS1 disc. Like, no,
emulation
you play
PS5,
10 games we have on
by
here.
using
But what if I don't like them? Fuck you.
RPCS3. And
You know, like, those are ass. I don't like those.
Work fine. Ridge Racer 5, for example.
7.
So, yeah, Ridge Racer 7. Quite right, John.
And you want to know what you
but
guys should
the
do?
problem is that
Also, another
it's
side
very light on the
tangent. You guys
CPU,
should join me in the
so
season 1
CPU
of X Defiant because it's actually a lot of fun.
I mean, we could do it while we buy. Well, actually, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Alright, bro. I'm stuck over here in another
I
looter
think both
shooter.
of you guys have actually tested RPCS3.
With
Oh,
the
yeah.
first descendant.
And
Money.
Seriously,
correct me if I'm
man.
wrong,
I
but
did
These
not
when
like
damn
there's a
companies,
title
they
that
know
has
how to
heavy
make
SPU
really pretty
usage,
women sometimes.
then basically
I really
performance
don't like the
collapses,
game. It's
even on
extremely
something like
bland.
a, you know,
Like,
It
I
does.
spent
It
a decent
leaves.
amount of
It
time with
leaves
it.
much to be desired.
Yeah. I
Well, it's
mean,
like
you're
everything
absolutely
that I
right. And I
desire.
think
It's in a bunch of
that's a-
other games, and like if I really want that, I could just go play the other games. So it's like I'll probably get back. I'll probably check it out. Like if it survives a year, maybe I'll check it out a year from now. But I really don't even care about that game. I feel like the first Descendant is like really not a good game.
Yeah, and someone even said it. Someone agreed with. So basically, I think they're gonna go over the same points because one of them brought up the RPCX. Like, oh, look at where it's at. Can we really expect Sony? Like, it's like, you know, I think we can. We looked at the video, but we won't really need to. You know what? I think we can over most of it. But I saw one of the comments that says, all we'll get is the ability to repurchase PS3 games. See, like you know what? At this point, it's kind of redundant.
I mean,
but
they're
I
not
like
wrong
it a
for
bit.
that. But what if I already own them digitally on PS3? Buy it again.
Actually, no, you're golden. I'll give him this. If you own the digital PS1 version, I can attest. You get to keep the PS5 version. So props to you guys on that one. You
No,
you get a
I
jump on that.
100% bet you they're gonna like backtrack or backstep on.
I doubt that because if they're already
Walk
doing
back.
it with
They're gonna walk back on that.
Here's
shit.
what I'll say about at least companies. At least they're consistent. Whether they fuck up or do good,
You
at
know
least they're consistent.
What they're gonna do is they're gonna put in the highest tier of the PS Plus.
Oh no, they're doing that. No, for sure. No, they're totally doing it. But I mean, that's all I got on that shit. I mean, we can.
I'd
only go
rather
20
like that's the other thing that I found to be like that's the potential is that they're just gonna put more games on the subscription list instead of just being able to buy individually. There are some games that you can buy individually, but I'm like, oh my god, I can own the game, but I still need to buy a tier subscription just to play it.
You know, I don't think they're gonna do that because I think people are already gonna push because they actually do like buying individually. But you know, they're gonna. You know what? They're eventually gonna try to push that. Because no, where's the Ubisoft and EA are already trying that, and I think you can say Game Pass and then Plus. It's like, you know what? I can see that's gonna be the next push. They're gonna want to make it where you can only buy them from a subscription and not individually own them. Because let's be real, that's 100% where they make their bread. It's the subscriptions, bro, hands down. I mean, why else are they? Let's charge an extra $20 for fucking like, fuck off, dude. But it's gonna
What
they're gonna-
$20? $60? Get
It's
it.
gonna just push away gamers, but normies don't care because they're fucking idiots, and the convenience of consoles just too strong. Ugh, I hate it here.
X Defiant.
I was telling my uncle about this game. He said he might try it out, but he's too busy playing Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3.
Funny.
Moody water, toilet water.
He said he prefers
Terrible
that
ass
one
game.
than any other game.
Okay, hold on. I actually do have a legitimate question for Modern Warfare 3. Is it bad or worse than Vanguard?
Mar?
He's thinking.
Oh, wait.
I'm thinking.
You
No,
don't like it,
Vanguard's
right?
worse.
I don't like it.
Vanguard has to be worse.
Vanguard was pretty
We're
bad.
not including like anything that had to do with Warzone. I'm talking about that game's independence.
Okay, here. I'll say this: the reason why a lot of people consider Modern Warfare 3 really bad is because it literally just feels like it's just downloadable content that was just priced as a full-priced game, and a lot of the shit that they quote-unquote added could have literally just been a fucking soft update. Like, and the idea of just taking old maps from Modern Warfare 2 and then calling this game Modern Warfare 3 was also a giant fucking spit in the fucking face, but that's just me.
Spit in the face? That's a kick in the balls, bro. They couldn't even do the maps right.
See, here's why I think Modern Warfare is better than still the. I mean, that's what I heard. Right, like,
Modern Warfare is better mechanically.
Right.
Really thinking about it, when it comes down to it, like even the pros end up saying that Modern Warfare 3 does feel like a better Call of Duty than the last several Call of Duties. Which, that's okay.
Kinda
That's a
sad.
good thing. It is sad, but at the same time, I mean, what can you
I'll
do
take it.
when a company literally just regurgitates the same shit over and over and over and over again, and instead of calling themselves Madden or FIFA or anything else like that, they just call themselves Call of Duty.
Right. I mean, like Modern Warfare 3 beta, me and Codes, we have clips. I think that shit was fun as fuck. Like,
Dude, I had so much fun on the beta, man.
I only like to me, COD are just beta games to play, never purchase, fuck off, and move on. That's what COD has become to me, bro.
like I had a rare
in the past
moment.
5 years, and you were asked, hey, which one do you recommend? There's only 2 I would recommend over the past 5 years. It would be Modern Warfare 3 because it's literally just a better version of Modern Warfare 2 in aspects of updates. Which, I mean, to be fair, really isn't that fucking much anyway to begin with. And then the other one, I would say Cold War because it's
Thank you.
literally just fucking.
It has the only,
How
it's the
do
only
y'all
one-
like Cold War, man?
It's
That
the only
shit's-
one with good zombies, bro. Like actually,
That's
the only one since
crazy.
Black Ops 2. That's
I'm
the
not,
main
I'm not
reason.
even counting the zombies in the whole aspect of it either.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part too. Like I'm only
Yeah.
counting the multiplayer.
The multiplayer is good, and I can attest. It's you know why I personally like it. It's the only one where SMG isn't the only viable fucking weapon.
Dude,
Exactly.
it is the only game that helps
Well-
people with ADHD, man. Just call it what it really is. Call of Duty HD.
But that's what Call of Duty is.
Okay, I was gonna say about Modern Warfare 3 beta was that I had so much fun and that I had like some rare moments in voice chat, like people
Oh, yeah.
actually talking in voice chat. It's just a dude screaming on his mom, "Hey mom, I'm a pedophile."
Oh my god. Oh, you know what else I forgot?
I
Cold
can't
War.
even post that video too.
Oh god. You know what else Cold War did have too? Again, proving it's the best model, and that's why I'm excited for Black Ops 6. And we already talked about this, right? So we're not gonna go over it. It had a good campaign. Like, when's the last? Look, Adler is the
Cold
most
War?
memorable character. Is the most memorable character we've had in years. Like, I know his name. I love his look. Everything. Every once I'm like, who's the dude from Infinite Warfare? Who's the dude from Advanced Warfare? I don't fucking know.
He's literally the most memorable character since Menendez back in like.
Yes, literally everybody says. I'm like, I agree. Yes. Like, holy fuck.
And now he's back again.
Let's
And
go.
I guess I gotta go play Cold War.
Oh
Dude,
my
yeah,
god,
you
no,
do, you
dude,
do.
no, you don't. You really
Vile,
don't.
shut your bitch ass up. You are a
You
hater.
know what? You know what? How about me and Vile do a playthrough together?
Oh hell no,
There's no co-op.
dude. Even if there was, right? Even if there was, and that would help me get 1,000 subscribers, I will not play it, dude. There's just no way. In hell.
Hey, let me tell you this. As someone who is pretty down bad, this completely unrelated,
Okay, yeah.
I would help anyone in my friend group do an entire Resident Evil trilogy. I will help them in 4. I will play with them in 5. I will help
4
in
is
all the
solo.
campaigns of 6.
What are you on about? Or solo?
4 is solo. That's why I'm helping them.
Oh hell no.
Is there anything anyone else wanted to bring up? And it's funny because that wasn't something honorable brought up. I really went on that one.
Dude,
Emulation disc and
I think it's pretty good time to move on to
somebody
a new topic.
cue the out. Wait, what?
I feel like Mark, because you always have something you really want to talk about. And Assassin's Creed, I mean, if you guys Assassin's Creed, I literally made a video. I'm pretty sure all 3 of you have already seen it, so I won't say shit. I already talked about it.
I've
You guys
seen
can
it.
give your thoughts. See, there you go. Stupid ass shit. I was gonna bring it in the podcast, like, you know what? No, I have to. The Resident Evil director got on my nerves. I'm like, you make a shitty game and you want to say some bitch
Resident
shit.
Evil
Fuck
director.
you.
Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about just like, oh, the Resident Evil director was talking mad shit, and now he's just saying, I am announcing, I am working on Resident Evil 9.
That too. That's also stupid. Anyone knows I hate every Resident Evil after like.
I
6,
can't
and
wait
can't
for
even
Resident Evil 9.
Yeah.
Hey, what's that one
No.
Resident Evil that you hate but I love so much?
Honestly, I can't wait for Resident Evil 9 either because that just means great content coming out of Greatest Gamer and ranting out how terrible the game is.
Oh,
No.
wow.
You're gonna see my content explaining why I think it's such great, decent game.
Are you gonna
It's
do
the best
gameplays?
decent game that's been made.
Dude.
Yeah, I do gameplays.
Oh,
I
dude,
got
I can't
Hank
wait.
from playing
That's
7
why I'm
and 8.
excited for
I'm
a
good.
Resident Evil 9. I get to watch Honorable Hunter play it.
I mean, I'm
Dude,
probably
the-
just gonna live stream it and then just put
Oh,
it into
okay, never mind.
The only good thing that came out from 7 and 8 is 7, my playthrough in VR, which I had an even more headache, but it was fun because I did stupid shit. And then 8 because of Clockwork. That's it. Literally, 8 was only playable.
Wait.
Because
You had
Clockwork made it
Clockwork
funny.
in chat.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyways.
You're excluding chat, man.
What? No, he was there. He was literally there. Did you not watch Best Friends Play? It doesn't, regardless, doesn't
I
matter.
did.
Anyways, do you guys have anything to add about the Assassin's Creed in Japan, them banning them, and the director of Resident Evil saying, "Oh, it's overblown. It's just a game. It's fake." Like, dude, it's racist as hell. Like,
You
your
know
own
what?
country wants to ban it.
No. He's right. It is just a game. Fact of the matter is that this whole bullshit is only a distraction for the fact that the game is $130 fucking dollars.
Yes. No, but we're never gonna let that die down because it really fucking.
Hell
is.
no, because it's a fucking travesty. And for the fact that nobody's fucking talking about it bothers the shit out of me. Everyone needs to be bringing this up and shaming every fucking AAA company possible.
Uh-huh.
Ever even fucking attempt doing this shit.
You said
'Cause, like,
$120.
Yeah.
130. It's
130 plus sex.
See, and the thing, you know, he's another game that I hate that did happen. Good example, Hogwarts. I like it. My sister's gonna like because she's gonna play it soon. I think it's great. It's not worth $70. Like I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like the publicity of fucking over those stupid. Oh, it's anti. I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted people to buy it just to say fuck you to those people, and I'm glad. But I'm also disappointed because like nobody was talking about the fact that it was $70. Dude, no. Hell no.
That's
Literally.
It's a tactic. It's a tactic. People were distracted by all the LGBT claims that they didn't realize the bigger issue of 70. The same
Yes.
thing's happening with Assassin's Creed.
Yep,
It's a
Yep.
marketing strategy.
Actually, no. I'll tell you exactly why a game was $70. Because by that time, that game coming out at the time when it did, 16 other games were already costing $69.99. So they
Right.
decided
Thank you,
to
Mark.
WB that they're going to jump on the bandwagon and well, since every other AAA title is going $69.99, I guess we're going to do it as well. That's literally what happened.
He beat me
Yeah,
to
that
it.
is
But I was
amazing.
gonna say that.
I mean, it is true, but the thing is, it still doesn't make it okay, right? Like,
No,
game.
it doesn't make it okay. And the fact of the matter is, I feel bad for a lot of people who actually go out day one and fucking buy these games. Don't get me wrong, I'm perfectly fine with the hype train of, you know, shoving it to all these fucking dweebs who were complaining about like the dumbest shit possible. Oh, J.K. Rowling's gonna get money from this, and she says bad things about me sucking cocks while dressed up as a fucking deer. I can't have that. Like,
Speaking
okay.
of deers.
Oh hell no!
What now?
What is it?
No, it's just a side tangent about
Okay,
the
fair enough.
Shikonoko Koshtantan anime. It's just being... The trailers alone are just so fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, you posted it earlier, didn't you?
Yeah. It
Okay.
was just like... they had a Dark Souls reference in the intro, and I just think, like, damn... There must be like a cycle system in Japan that like produces shitpost animes like every couple of years.
Oh, dude, I watched one and it was great. They
Like,
did a lot of
think
Metal
about
Gear
it. We
references.
had Lucky Star back in
Oh, can
2000.
You start over the search because like we're not getting anything.
Oh, dude, I'm in a match. We're about to
in a match?
we're about to win right now. I'm playing with
Oh, you
no
guys are-
volume, and I'm in first place, dude.
Oh, you guys are playing right
No,
now?
I'm playing.
I'm not
yeah,
playing.
Oh, then what's... Wait, no, obviously, but Mara and Vile, you guys are playing X to Penis?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. I feel like I can't focus, so I'll stay out of it for now.
Oh no, still. I mean, come on.
It's a podcast, remember? It's vibe.
No, I know, but I mean, like, I feel like I won't be able... Because, dude, I'm tired.
Oh, that's right. He's homie.
Right,
Close to-
like I was saying, we had Lucky Star back in 2000. Then I want to say like a whole bunch of chibi series around 2010.
Oh, we did. We
And
did.
then, I don't know why the only one that's coming to my mind is like the melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya special.
Wait, but isn't that, like, old? Isn't that, like, 80s, 90s old?
No, I said Haruhi Suzumiya. There was like a like.
It's all the
chibi
same shit to
special
me. I'm
there.
like, I'm gonna keep it up.
Anyways, and then we had like edgy humor
Oh, bro.
in
we almost did that.
2018, 2019. And then we had Bochi the Rock, and then a couple
Oh,
years later,
Bochi! Oh, Vile, you know about that Bochi. You already know. Yeah,
And then a-
the
and
bitch
then-
going full retard.
Oh,
Bochi was 2021, right?
I'm gonna say 2024 because I watched the 2024 and I don't care if it's inaccurate.
I don't remember. And now we're having a deer metamorphosis anime.
I don't think it's gonna quite pop off like
I swear there must be a cycle system in Japan that produces shitpost animes. Oh wait, I forgot the Pop Team Epic anime.
Oh yeah, that popped off. No, I think Bochi was pretty peak though. I mean, you remember Vile? I was showing you the Bochi the Rock clips, the stupid dumb bitch that's pink as fuck.
Anyways,
so.
going away from the side tangent, what's the new topic?
No, we were still on Assassin's Creed. I think Mar wanted to finish. Oh yeah, we were talking about the $70 and J.K. Rowling stuff. You were saying, Mar? Anything else you wanted to add to that?
I mean, really to add to it, I'm glad that there's been a shit ton of sales on that game because my wife just recently bought that game for like $30.
Nice.
And yeah, she hasn't stopped playing. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure at this point I probably lost her because over the past several days since she's been on vacation, she's been playing literally nothing but that. And shout out to my wife. I'm pretty sure she probably hears me in the other room talking about her playing Hogwarts.
Hey, man.
Hey, she's having her fun in that, and that's perfectly fine because that gives me even more time to sit here and shoot people in the face with Vile.
Right. And you know, I get like my sister's gonna play it soon, and it's funny because Clockwork, his sister got it. Oh, but they bought it full price because they rented it from GameFly, and then they never touched it again. I was like, that's hilarious. And now he gave it to me so my sister could play it because it's only PS5. I'm like, it's stupid. But I forgot where I was kind of going with that, if I'm being honest. But shit. Yeah, I don't remember.
Well, we were just bitching about Assassin's Creed thing and like how
Right.
similar strategy was happening.
Yeah. It kind of loops back into that they do it to distract you from the real problem, right? That the games are fucking overpriced as shit. Because at the end of the day, Assassin's Creed already barely sells as it is, so I don't.
Any game that's over $60 is a scam.
No, 100%. And the thing is,
but
you want to
Black
sell
Ops
immediately.
2 is still selling digitally for $60.
Is it
Yeah,
really?
that's also a scam.
It's called a scam.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Dude, to me, I'm gonna be honest. The older a game gets, if it's a year and the game's not at least like 20%, like no, that's bullshit. Like your game is old as fuck. Like that's cap. Like I feel like if you're not having sales within a month or 3, okay, you're bullshit. If your game's not at least 20% off by like a year or late, like no, also bullshit. It's like, and the best to me, the two of the biggest offenders of this has to be Activision with COD and Nintendo in general. Like I'm sorry, bro. After a year, like no, it's true. Literally, it's a statistical thing. After the year, you do not get nowhere near the same amount of sales, nor will you, unless you're Street Fighter for some reason. They're the exception. Like actually, they are because their fan base actually cares, unlike the other ones.
It's not even for the idea of just for some reason. The main reason why, because Street Fighter is an extremely replayable game, no matter what era, no matter what time. You're always able to go back, play the game, play with your friends. A lot of the time, you're able to go online. You can fucking find.
And it's active. That's the thing. The online's active.
Unlike Mortal Kombat. Active.
Unlike Mortal Kombat, that shit dies after 3 months. Like holy fuck.
Oh, I thought it died after 1. Shit, man, I haven't really heard anyone fucking playing that game besides.
One. Yeah, no. The recent one 100% died off harder. I've seen it in the Steam charts, but because how popular it is, it takes 3 to 5. But right now, as it stands, like it's holding on. But the only people that play are sweats, which low-key sucks. Because I don't care to try in Mortal Kombat now. Like I tried getting into competitive, but because how bad the PC port is, I've been out of practice, and like I don't mind getting good again, but like I don't feel like beating. Like, I don't feel like fighting people that I'm not winning. Like, I'm sorry, like, I don't have a motivation to practice MK. I'm like, dude, you're MK. I don't care. Like, I literally hopped in, never played again. I was clapping people. And I was learning as I was clapping. Like, that's how I personally prefer to learn a lot of fighting games if there's not a tournament scene I'm invested in, right? That's me personally. Like, I need to clap. And I think most people are like this, and that's why you need offline content. I need to feed my ego for me to keep playing this game. If you deny me my ego, how am I going to have fun? And I think a lot of people, you may not realize, even inherently, this is true as fuck, and I'm not gonna deny this that's how I am when it comes to fighting games for sure. Like, cause like, bro, I already am good as fuck, so I want to be good at the game. So you need to get people at my level, even if I suck. But I will climb the ladder. I will climb it fast as fuck. Don't get me wrong, but I need a ladder to climb. And if you just give me, here's like all the, you play Under Night, only people who play are sweats. I'm like, I don't want to play. I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna leave. I need to be baby and catered to. And let that thing in. If greatest gamers like that, then shit, these motherfuckers need to develop like that. Motherfucker. Or at least give us off. That's what I say, at least give us offline content. Because then that means the person on the other end doesn't have to suck or baby us. That's what the campaign's for. But yeah, no. I don't know what I was trying to get at the whole fucking Hogwarts. Just like, oh yeah, my sister's gonna play it, and I got nothing. So holy shit, I drew a fat blank there. Well, oh no, now I remember. No, you know what the secret thing that people don't mention? Another thing that people distracted that I personally loved is a lot of Souls players getting booty hurt. Like, oh, why would you play Hogwarts? It's such a baby game. You should play Elden Ring. It's like, man, shut the fuck up. Not everyone has to play your
that's
booty
just a
water
bunch of like snobby people. It's like
Exactly.
my game, one game of the war. You should be playing my game. It's like
the only person allowed
are
to say
you?
that is me.
No,
everyone's
all you
playing
have to
Neo
say
Doom.
is just, who are you?
Like, and I'm right.
To those who really sit there and bitch and complain about no one playing their quote unquote superior game, get fucked. Just get fucked.
Yeah. Like what? People can't have fun? Like, oh my god.
Oh,
I
I'm
just-
sorry. I'm supposed to bleed out of my ass every time I fucking turn on the game and have to press start? No. Like, fuck. I'm sitting here with Vile playing Axe Defiant. This game
I'm
is
over here playing Power
Nowhere near
Wash
Power-
Simulator.
I ain't
Power
playing
Wash
shit.
Simulator is relaxing.
No,
Dude,
I'm not actually playing.
This
hate
game
child
is
games.
game I was
so
playing.
esportsy, dude.
That was the game I was playing like up until this.
Dude, Farming Simulator has an esports scene, and it's thriving, bro. Like, that's
Hell
fucking
nah.
Dead
That
ass.
is amazing. Don't even try to shit on it. It's
I
No,
will.
It's
is.
hilarious enough that a farming simulator has an esports scene in itself.
But the thing is, that one makes sense because a
personally,
lot of countries rely on their farming.
I wanted a fishing simulator esports, but that's just me.
Dude, I had mad deja vu from this conversation.
Dude,
right the fuck now.
just play Red Redemption 2.
Fuck, dude, what is this deja vu? Oh, I hate
You had
deja
deja vus?
Hey, he's not going
How
to
do
sleep
you
now.
Wait, how does he just get a deja vu? I feel like almost majority of the conversations you're very famously for going back to something, and then those don't give you deja vus.
Yeah, because I know I said the thing before, but this is like, no, I feel like this picture, I'm looking at the picture of the video that popped off.
Uh-huh.
And then when you said Red Dead 2, it just, I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Oh my
Like,
goodness! I'm glad
I
I
hate
was
deja
able
vu
to
so much.
add on to your deja vu-ness.
No, please, no. Like, I was like, wait, everything you said, and then this, for some reason, like, just Red Dead, like, why don't you play Red Dead? Like, what the fuck? Like, we've never had this conversation. What the fuck? Okay, that's a random thing. I guess I'm a bookmark. Me just having deja vu moment. Jesus Christ.
That's amazing.
I
Better
hate
than a
deja vu.
schizo moment.
Oh hell no!
But yeah, no, yeah, thanks, Mar. Seriously, dude, I literally, in the chat, I literally was I'm a dick, dude. I'm a troll. I was like, oh man, I play Hogwarts so much. I want to be a wizard. So, oh, but you could just be a wizard, Kaz. And like, nah, I don't wanna. Like, I just kept egging him on to try to give him like the string, like, come here, you know, the carrot on this thing, like, come on, dude. Let's go play Elden Ring. And I'm like, dude, I already don't give a shit about fucking Souls games. So like, you're fine. It wasn't even for Hogwarts. I'm like, you know what? Nah. I want to play Hogwarts more just because he doesn't want me to play it. I'm that kind of person, dude. See, I did it with the Ruby community. I was like, I was just in my corner. I love Ruby Chibi, and then people, oh, what do you like Chibi? Ruby so much better. I was like, ugh, no, that shit's ugly. And then, dude, I started trolling the shit out of them. Like, I even made memes, dude. Oh my god, they were pissed, bro. You know the classic Drake says no, Drake says yes meme?
Yeah.
I did that for Ruby and Ruby Chibi, and man, they were so pissed about that. I'm like, bro, it's a meme. Chill.
It's the same with the VTuber fans.
Oh god, yup, literally, exactly. But yeah, that's that's what I want to get at. Yeah. So any other topics, Mar? I feel like Mar definitely, because I brought up the assessing. I know he wanted to talk about that one, and we kind of did. But is there anything for sure you wanted to bring up? Like, oh, I'm pissed about this, and I'm gonna do this, and then gamers gonna go on a tangent like we always do.
Well, I mean, not really. For all you guys that don't know, today is America's birthday. You know, it's that time of year where we actually beat the shit out of the British. I hope they had a fun time at work.
Day.
I mean, hey, look,
Yeah.
man. I mean, like I said, I gotta do this when Mexican Independence Day comes, because I already did the intro thing or whatever, right? Because I'm not American, so it's like happy to them.
Listen,
No,
I'm not
it's
gonna
happy to
speak
them.
Spanish for an entire episode, okay?
Good, I should. Yeah, that's a good idea. Anyways, as I was getting first, I gotta do that like, oh, happy, you know, you guys would say Independence Day for my people. Yeah,
Gosh,
blah, blah, blah.
damn it, dude.
Clicking. Because you know what's funny? He says I'll beat the British. Bro, I have the same mindset. Hey, man, this is a day. You know what I love to do almost every single time it's Independence Day? I whip up Resident Evil 4, shoot up Spanish people. At least I have a game to celebrate for.
Oh hell no!
Good time.
I will do it on the Resident Evil remake.
Reimagining, get her.
I should have played the
I'm saying this because I'm
Revolution game.
disappointed in you. You're in this vibecast. Come on now. Everyone else, I don't care. You're idiots. But like, come on, bro. I taught you better. Like, you know, it's not the fact you said it. It's the fact I taught you. Still didn't. Anyways, just moving on. Yeah, you really don't have anything more. You always have something that you got.
I
you're
think-
tight as fuck.
Man,
know what I
I'm pretty
think?
chill today.
I think today's a
just having
pretty
good time.
chill vibe day.
I mean, yeah, no. Outside of the two things, I mean, we have to look at notes at this point, really. Ooh,
Yeah.
there's an-
I
Oh, how
thought
about
you
this?
were looking at no.
No. Apparently, Amazon has like a Fire Stick that'll let you play Game Pass. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, like the Lunar controller.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's gonna suck like
It's basically the same shit with what was it called? The Samsung TVs that can do that shit. It's
right.
It's the same thing.
It's gonna suck though because we already know like we don't again say but why I think the whole disc are still viable. Most people still have ass internet in most places in the world, including America. You're not Korea or Japan. You can't stream shit, and you have data caps. Like that's why to me like disc are still gonna be viable until that changes, just straight up.
Oh yeah, there was also the PlayStation 5 Portable. I don't know if we ever talked about that.
What you mean the Pro? PS5? Oh yeah, we've never talked about the Pro.
The Portable. The shit between the controllers.
Dude, the only good thing about it is that people hack it so you can actually play PSP games. Outside of that, it's trash. My conversation's over. You could just literally play on the Vita remote play or your own. Well, now, like it's such a pointless apparatus, honestly, for the price. It's a paperweight if you don't mod it. Really, your thoughts?
As far as my notes, all I have to say is, let's see what we have. The drink Prime is only getting famous because I was at the liquor store and this alcoholic mother she's like, the guy's like, oh, have you drank this before? Talking about the Prime. And she's like, no, but my kid asked for it. I just give him whatever he wants. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Otherwise, that drink would be straight canceled. There's this cool game I found on the Steam for the PC gamers called Fall Girls. If you like Fall Guys, there's a Fall Girls version.
Dude, I saw that shit. I was like, dude, he's so down bad already today. What's he doing right now?
Just play that game.
Oh, see, look, going back to the convenience thing, I said just like, fine, example why always online bullshit is dangerous. I cannot play a disc-based single-player game. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's like I said, it's that digital right shit. It's not the fact that things are digital. It's the fact that we genuinely do not own or have any control of our own shit that we technically pay for. So looping back, so it's funny how he has
we casually threw that away like in the middle of 7th generation.
Oh, I guess the side topic about the PlayStation Stars program and the credit card thing being shut down.
Oh
the
yeah,
credit card team is being shut down. Does that mean people have to pay back what they want?
No, you guys didn't know there's a reward program that Sony had. Not the one we have now. There's two of them. There's the Sony Rewards,
PlayStation Rewards, and PlayStation Stars. Thank you.
Okay,
yeah.
So
Rewards
which one
is getting shut down.
I have rewards.
Yeah, you might want to use up your points, dog. And dude, and the thing is, my rewards has been tweaking. I have not been getting any points from my purchases, so I already gave up. Like I'm sitting at 300. I need 200 more to get like the $5
Sony
whatever.
Claims that everyone's purchases are being tracked.
They're not.
But I'm calling it fat bullshit until I see my like 2,000 coins.
Dude, again, a lot of us here, I don't know about Mark so much, but like, dude, we play and buy a lot of PlayStation shit. You guys already know I'm me for sure. You look at my fat ass catalog.
Bro, I was paying a lot of DLCs with those points too.
Exactly.
All right, so, but the Stars is staying.
Okay, PlayStation Stars is staying. The rewards program that's connected to a credit card,
PlayStation
like the PlayStation credit card, is going away,
including the credit card.
And it's kind of like a double dipping situation because you know they're trying to promote, they're still promoting PlayStation Stars despite it still not working, and people investing a lot of money into Stars before it fucking went down. And right now it's been down for more than 4 weeks. Which is longer than the PlayStation Network system been down when it was happening in the PS3 era. It's kind of like a weird similarity thing where there's no explanation. It just happened and Sony's not answering to anyone.
Yeah. Yeah, but with that being said, we already said before, like, oh yeah, minors shouldn't be on social media. I think we already talked about that. Right, Mara? Did we talk about that? About definitely minors should not be on social media?
Yeah, 100% minors should not be on social media. Like, I'm not allowing my daughter to have a fucking Twitter account. She's not allowed to have a fucking
kids YouTube
account. Okay.
Yeah, there you go, kids YouTube, exactly.
There's kids YouTube, right?
Even with that, no, because they be having some creep shit on there too. I can't even.
Oh yeah, creeps get around the YouTube kids, and it's even more weirder that they can get around that than YouTube.
Right. I mean,
but they're literally sleeping on the job, on the hour, because they have AI doing everything for them, anyways.
And it sucks. And you know, I might look into that later. But yeah, no, Mar basically is doing what people should do: supervising. Something apparently no parent knows how to do these days.
You should call it supervising.
Supervising.
Oh, supervising. I thought you said super vibing. I was
okay, look,
I guess.
But yeah, no, to me, it's like, dude, kids are literally developing and this shit. Like, and same with the. Remember, we went back to it before. Like, leave the kids alone. Like, they don't need. You don't have to teach them. Oh man, they have to know about. No, they don't. It's irrelevant to me. My bigger problem is it's irrelevant. And no, just leave them the fuck alone. They'll alone when they want to, when their parents want to. Like, why would they need? To me, it's like, why are you so thirsty for them to learn it now? That's to me. That's why to me, 100%. I think it's 100% grooming. It's like, then why are you so thirsty to do? Why can't you? They just wait. Like, to me, anything that isn't maybe like the only thing to me is more precedent is like something that's clearly relevant to that time and moment, and something that can actually like first aid. Like I said, I think that's way more important. Like the faster, like come on, bro. If a baby knows how to do CPR, bro, I think we should be teaching kids. This is how you swim. This is how you know there's carbon monoxide. You know, I think arguably those are way more important because it's very relevant for a kid.
It's
not to
more
die.
important than what is the tiny green goblin being
Right.
chased around in a store right now.
Dead ass, bro. You know. So yeah, and the same thing is
that's actually like a meme that's happening right now.
oh god. You know, and yeah, that's why. And yeah, you know what's also taking up the brains? Apparently, a lot of kids. Like, I mean, it's not a surprise. I was not even with a dude, and he was saying he's seen his kids. Like, yeah, these kids should not be having tablets either or iPhones. Like, because I think it's degrading their brain. Because they're getting stupider. And the thing is, for as much as they're on these things, apparently there are people in high school that have like 3rd grade reading level. Because like I guess it's autocorrect. Or they're not used to typing full sentences either, and they unironically talk like I always say, oh, like they'll say dab, skedat, like they don't say words or sentences, they just say shit.
Dab,
No. I actually have a lot to say about this kind of topic.
And that's 100% why
As a
minors should not be on social media, hands down.
As a person who is recognized as a special ed with ADHD of the worst of the symptoms, like 2 of the worst symptoms you can combine. Listen, I get wanting to like have the impulse of like, oh, this sentence is like a reference. Not every word that comes out of my mouth is a reference to 500 different things.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even actually work as a sentence itself.
Right. Yeah, no. So see, you got look. So basically, we're saying if the retard can speak sentences, you have no excuse.
That is what I am saying.
Yeah.
Like when you actually hear someone voice acting, get on the Rizzler for the Phantom Tax, and I couldn't hit the wrong.
That text is wild.
What?
Dude. Who made that up?
What the fuck kind of evil devil speak did you just?
And that's thank you. The problem is then they end up just using shit like, dude.
I just ripped that straight from my girlfriend is the brain rot person.
Ugh.
When I read that, I was like, no, this is not a sentence. You took away my ability to read.
Yeah, like I said, I say a step further. Not even just. I mean, apparently though they're trying to pass that law of banning kids from social media. But the thing is, the problem is like, is it going to be effective? And more importantly, are they going to enforce it? Which I think no. If
how?
If the parent, right? Exactly. If the
Why know how it gets enforced? Parents do their fucking job.
exactly, and that's not going to
That's
happen.
it.
That's not going to happen.
It's gotta be. They should get like a heavy fee too.
Like, how many stupid, bitch, useless ass hoes do we know? I mean, I swear to God, I know this all the time. I mean, even, my neighbor, I hear this, I'm like, I already. He was telling me, I was like, I already. He's like, what do you mean? Like, dude, do you have any idea how many bitches I know from high school and even now, our friend, that like, just end up, oh, okay, and they just deadbeat mom, or more so deadbeat dad, and then just useless at, like, dude, how do you, like, I'm not even gonna get into it, I feel it's a bit too dark, deep, and political, but, like, I don't know how you sit here, fuck, like, 3 random dudes have kids, and you genuinely, like, it's actual child abuse, and somehow you're not locked up, and these kids are not liking, like, because there's too many of them, they can't keep up. That was the point, like, you see this, like, they can't, the demand is too high. It's like, no, there's too many kids, just straight up, like, or they're a good example, the better example, they're just in a bad neighborhood, so it's like, we're not touching that shit, we don't care. We don't feel like getting shot. You know, like, we thought the child neglect was bad before, like, homie, these people make fucking Africa kids look like they got it good, dude. Like, holy fuck. I'm not even exaggerating. I won't get to it because I think it's just too fucked up. Personally, as someone who actually loves fucking children, you have no idea how much this shit bothers me.
Yeah, can you rephrase that sentence?
Well, you get what I'm saying. There, you happy now?
That is funny.
I think what he's trying to say is, can you wholesomely rephrase the sentence?
I did. I said it in a wholesome way, kind of like the gay thing.
We're fucking with you. We're fucking with
Dude,
you.
I know.
oh my god, this was like our...
We're just playing with you.
Oh, no, come on. Don't do my boy like that. Fuck off.
He is amazing. Yeah.
But yeah, regardless, that's why I'm like, there's no hope, bro. These people aren't parents, bro. They're actual, just literal pieces of shit. Like, I can't stand these people, bro.
Hey, MJ, love you, bro. No disrespect.
No, he...
But yeah, no, just that aside, like they shouldn't even have tablets and shit. Like just, fuck. But what was this going into? If I'm being honest.
Okay, one thing I do actually want to ask, what's like the limit, or like the furthest limit you'll let your kids have with like any device?
Here's where I'm at. They're gonna go through the broke experience I bitch ass went to. Like, no, that's where I'm at. To me, it's like, no. Part of it is because also the like, I'm saying for Buddhism, it's like, you must know suffering to know how to never want to suffer. So like, nah. I'm gonna pretend like I'm as poor as my dad was, even though we might be rich as fuck. Like, you ain't like, oh, dad, I want this. Like, I will pretend to be miserable. Like, nope, you will learn, because guess what? It made me a way better person. Like, you ain't getting shit from me. Like, oh, you want that nice toy?
Shit, Vile.
I have a fake, like, I will have a fake budget called Poor People Budget. Let's say I'll be a millionaire, right? Let's say my game sold 1 million copies and I have like 2 kids or some bullshit. Bro, I'm gonna pretend like we're poor as fuck.
Hey, FBI agent? Yeah, I'm talking to you.
And you no, and you know what's funny? Linus is trying to do the same thing. He's like, yeah, I'm trying to dance to my kids, because then they literally will not understand the value of money. And as I'm like, I'm glad I had this mindset way before, and that's why I said Linus is doing the right thing. And they were trying to, his chat's like, let the kids be kids. Like, yeah, they already went that. Now they're to the point where they're growing into mini adult, and they need to understand how the real life works. And low-key, know what? There is no better way. As fucked up as it is. And you see it in like, people who suffer more in life as kids tend to be much better people when they grow up than people who had it way too fucking good. That's an actual fact. And people who have money know to do this. Like, there's a limit of budget. You can't just get whatever the fuck you want. And like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I could just buy you a car. No, bitch, you're gonna go work at whatever the thing I do, and you're gonna earn your money to get that fucking car. And guess what? It's my thing. Just because you're my son, you're not gonna ruin the business. Because it's happening all the time. Oh, it's the boss's son. 9 times out of 10, that dude doesn't own shit. Because one, their parents didn't raise them to actually do it right. They're fucking assholes, and they'll run that business to the ground. I heard a whole story about how a nephew for the uncle, they should have passed it to the manager. No, they just give it to someone who's related. He ruined the fucking business. Whereas the good one's like, nah. You treat that shit right, like, hey, they'll tell their best one, hey, if my son fucks up, you fucking tell me. And that's the kind of attitude I would have. Like, I would do a development team. One of my kids want to be a developer. All right, you want to be a developer? I will grow them up to be like, to want to hate development. Then that way I know if they want to be a developer, they genuinely have a passion for it. Like, no, seriously, if you guys know in history.
No, I actually like that idea. That's actually a good idea.
No, see, it's consistent. People think it's abuse. And the funny thing is, anyone knows this. You just do a sprinkle of child abuse. That's what makes the kid not be a piece of shit. You know, you beat them. But you don't beat the shit out of them. Same thing is the mental thing is you can't be a bitch. That's why it's called tough love, like dead ass. Like I know enough of this. Like I might not be the greatest parent. I'm not gonna admit this, but I've seen historically some of the greatest people we have tough ass fathers when it comes to a thing, right? Whether especially warriors, you see this.
That's
like,
gonna be crazy.
They know what it's like.
Definitely be a good dad, bro.
Bro, greatest kid
is gonna kill him, dude. We're gonna
no. Greatest's kid, like Greatest's vision of a parental abuse, it's just normal Spartan training from God of War.
You know what's funny? And I'll say this much: my brother doesn't have a single fucking scar. And if you guys hear me, like, oh, time to beat the baby, like I said, it's a joke, and I just smack his tummy. And you know what's funny? It's because I baby beat. You know, for fun, right? I ain't beat no kid in my fucking life. Hell, I never do that. You know, because here's the thing about kids, like, bro, you slap them, they're already fucking crying, like, holy shit, they're baby. But the thing is, I smacked this dude around so much for fun that my sister actually was hitting it, like, you know, like, not like, you know, like, because she was getting annoyed. He was just laughing. So look at that, it makes them tougher. They're just like, oh, you ain't shit. Don't get me wrong, don't go around fucking socking kids, because Jesus Christ. You know, but regardless, my point, it kind of points that they're like, no, it toughens them. Yeah, I did it accidentally by just like fucking dicking her out to be like, oh, look at that. Like, literally, I just smacked the baby's tummy and the face went out, like, because he's so cute. I'm like, oh, and then one time I smacked him too hard. I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. He just looked at me and just laughed. I'm like,
bro, this kid at like 5 years old, he takes him to like a drugstore, and the kid tries to steal a candy. He's gonna hit a Terry Bogard special on him.
Dude, you know what? You have any idea how many times I've wrestled kids, bro? Like, you think I won't pull a wrestling move on the squishy? On the bed or a couch, though. Never on the hard floor. That's
on the bed? Rule. Hold up. No.
Oh my god.
Okay. I don't know how. I heard carpet floor.
That's still better than the floor. Here's the thing, by the way. Even if I'm a girl, I'm still being... Like I said, this is the golden rule. If I have a daughter, it's like... I'll tell them, it's like, you're a girl? And in Japan, men are going to be assholes. Man. You know, like, watch your shit. Be always around someone. Be with your brother. But here's the golden rule. Like, if any guy gives you shit, they touch or whatever, beat the crap out of them. And then tell them, like, why do you... That's why... no, my girls know. I was like, oh, I don't want to. Like, no, you're going to learn how to wrestle on box. Like, you need to know it more than your brothers. Why? Because you're a girl.
You ever watched that?
Japan, you are not respected in this society. You are not. So I'm going to teach you how to fight back. And then the second thing is, here's the other thing: you are at a disadvantage, but also you're a girl. If you beat up the dude, you can get away with it more than a dude can get away with beating up a woman. So at least take advantage of that. Like I'll tell her, it's like you're at a disadvantage, but you're also at an advantage.
As long as times doesn't change.
Listen. I'm only at a disadvantage. When I was playing the Street Fighter 6 beta, and I was doing the world tour, and I said, a woman, I'm gonna beat this woman with my whole window fucking open on a midday. Let's just say I shut the fuck up for the rest of the day.
Oh my god! I would just know this much. Yes, greatest gamer would 100% train his daughter to throw hands because I do not want to like because at the end of the day you can only baby the kid so much, and I would like the safety knowing that my daughter can beat up like a lot of dudes. And I tell her remember golden rule: always aim for the nuts first. Good job.
Did you watch the new Demon Slayer? Do you watch Demon Slayer?
Dude, actually, I'm done watching Demon Slayer.
Okay, that's good. So the new, I'm gonna spoil the last season. Everyone is cool with that? All right, or for the viewers, Mar.
Demon Slayer spoiler.
Oh, hold on.
I messed it up the second time.
We gotta see if Mar's okay with that. Mar,
I'm not paying attention. I'm playing fucking X Defiant. You can go ahead and talk about fucking wizards flying up your ass for all I care.
Actually, I did had a weird.
All right, spoil. Okay, so that one chick, the one with the colorful hair or whatnot.
Damn, there's like a lot.
You don't know at all. Okay, so she has like the pink and green hair.
Whatever, big boobs. It's not for us.
Yeah, that one. So they showed her backstory and whatnot. How she was like, I guess naturally her bones was like the strongest or whatever. Like when she was a toddler, she lifted up like a 30-pound rock or something like that.
This sounds like
it's a fantasy anime. What's the spoiler?
Dude.
Porno.
My daughter literally looks like Hugo's daughter, bro. Or my daughter, my
wait,
cousin.
what? You have a daughter? Hold, wait, yo,
my cousin.
family alert.
Shut up. Regardless, keep going. Like, no, dude, she's.
So the point of it was like, how people didn't want to date her because she was like muscular and how her hair was different or whatever. And she was really wanting a man or whatever, and she almost
Real
got.
Life? Question mark.
Dude, this is an anime. I'm talking about the anime.
No, I mean, yeah, but in real life, this also happens. Dude, there are muscular bitches.
Oh.
Naturally too, not just like because they're like, dude. Like I said, my cousin, she would be great in wrestling. She's naturally just gigantic, bro. By the fun, like you want to know how big my fucking baby? Well, she's like 8 now, but oh my god, she was so adorable, dude. She was only 3, and there was like a toddler, like 1. She literally looked like a Jolly Green Giant compared to this child, bro. Like, holy fuck, dude. Like she's big as shit, and the thing is, she's so shy. She's such a little angel. But like, dude, you know, she had the personality of like a girl, but her body was that of just like, dudes would be scared to throw. Dudes would be scared to throw hands with fucking. Like, I could already see she's gonna be bigger than me. Like when she becomes a full-grown adult woman, you would see her, and if we went like, she could beat my ass, bro. Like, that's why I wish she still stayed around. Like, I would teach her how to wrestle. Like, you have a huge potential in wrestling. Like, I'm gonna not cap her genetics. She could have been, and the reason I don't think it will happen because her personality and the fact that her parents aren't really seeing that potential, but. I'm gonna keep it real. My baby cousin could have been one of the best female wrestlers ever. She has the genetics for it. She's straight up built different, bro.
Heard it here first, folks, ladies and gentlemen, that his cousin is legitimately gonna become Marissa from Street Fighter 6 in real life.
I mean, who knows? Who knows? Well, I say Hugo, not Marissa. She has a Hugo body. She's like, that's what she is slow. So she's 100% Hugo.
Oh, hell no.
She's gonna have that retard strength. So anyway,
she's a Giga Chatty.
No, she is. But the thing is, she's like, dude, she has such a. I don't know what it is now, but it was so adorable. And the thing is, her parents are ugly as fuck. My coworker came one time we were at a garage sale. She's like, oh, look at her, she's so adorable. She's an angel. Like, imagine just like, you know, and then her face not had like a cute little baby. Oh, look at it. And her parents literally, dude, her fucking mom has a unibrow. Enough said, bro.
Oh.
Like, they're ugly. Like, they're ugly as fuck. But then look at this literal golden child. But you can see it in her genetic. Like, bro, no, she got the who.
She is quite literally the golden prodigy of
the
lineage.
You know,
so anyone wants to see anime's guys, homie.
The one is a 5, the other was a 4. They made a 10. How did that?
Literally. Anyway, on the topic about women, I almost said weapons.
Okay, go ahead.
Weapons.
It should. I feel like I'm more comfortable with saying this in now modern age.
Mm-hmm.
Like, women just need muscles. They need meat on their bones. I don't want a skeleton, man. Who fetishize and fantasize the idea of a skeleton is beyond me.
Fair enough. What? No, lollies are not skeleton. I'm about to ask you. Nah, bro. I am a lolly enjoyer. Like, no. I don't want
Lolly
skeleton either.
enjoyer.
Well, remember, there's two lollies. Lolly as an adorable squishy. That's no. We do not.
Hey,
need
we
the lolly.
discussed that.
There's legal lolly. That's different.
He kept saying that, dude. He said Loli, and I'm like, all right, we got him 4K. Chris,
I agree. I am someone who does enjoy thin. There's like, okay, there's the stages. There's normal, thin, and skinny. Skinny, and then there's skeleton. Yeah, I don't do skeleton. Skinny is like, I'm okay with thin. Like
they need meat on their bones, on their body, grip handles.
To me, I don't mind an athletic woman, like some muscle, but too much is like too masculine. But I do respect the beauty of it. I'm not saying like I get the appeal, but I feel like to me it's like I don't mind. It's like here's the best way to put it: like if a girl swims, does track or something, like defined whatever with some fat on top, perfect. But when they're like bodybuilders, it's like all right, like I don't even think it looks unappealing. Just to me, it's like it's not something.
It's a preference thing,
right? For sure.
But to me, it's just like they're like somewhat athletic.
I definitely call it a fat. Like if I was given the choice, you either muscular, skinny, like anything but fat. Like fat, 100% is just not for me. Hell no, bro. Like I'm already iffy.
I will see the fat. I'm like, all right, we're cutting it back. We're gonna make you. We're gonna make that defined straight board.
I think it's easier to feed a bitch than it is to make a bitch run. I'm gonna be honest. 'Cause the skinny bitch, the main reason is like, I'm not skinny enough. Like, but if you revolve around her, it's whatever you say. But the fat bitch, even if you revolve, like, she's not gonna want to run. Like that is. It's easier to feed a bitch than make a bitch run. That's what I'm at.
Who says you can't do both? Who says you can't beat on a woman while she's running?
I love how he said we're gonna cut it back as a shield.
Okay, I mean, all right. So this guy's into lean beef patty, so now we know that.
No, I just like it lean.
Okay, then we're no. I mean, dude, to me, athletic women are peak. Like, how can you not like a woman that's in shape? Like
two.
And I say just regular, like again, good example. Why do you think so many people have like, there's like 2 million views on that bitch who does track? It's like, I wonder why. Every man agrees. Like, it's good to have muscle on you as a woman. I think it's great that you're not weak as fuck, but you have your natural fat that covers it, and it's basically the drawing lines. People say if a girl has a six pack, like it's okay to have it. But if you can barely see, because like that means they have the layer of fat that shows that they can have a bit. It is genetics.
If the girl's in shape,
they can have the good stuff.
Made out of
they can have the good
shapes.
stuff.
Exactly. Thank you. But, yeah, that's what it is. Like I said, I don't mind a smooth six pack, right? But if it's like, if her six pack's better than mine, and by the way, I had a really good six pack in high school. It's like, not because like I think she's better than me. Like I said, I admit, like if a girl can outskill me in martial arts, respect to you, right? Like I ain't no bitch. But like if the bitch out here looking swollen than me, it's like, no, not because I'm unmasculine. Like I don't give a fuck shit about that. Props if you can do it, but
no muscle mommy around me.
Exactly. Like I don't want to fuck a dude. That's what I'm at. I ain't trying to fuck a dude.
If you go to Vile Notes right now, you see my expertise of my.
Dude, Vile is so like down bad recently. He was literally asking me for an ad yesterday.
Okay, hold on, time out. I was just curious. To see more of this individual, the one that he.
She's not too bad. I just think she's not too much, but I'm like.
The left or the one in the right, because they're not the same.
I know. The one on the left, I feel a bit. Like I feel like I don't like too much definition on the thing. It's like. I don't like.
You can see the reference images in the Patreon episode.
No, left she's fine. Left looks fine. I just think her. To me, I don't like her bicep. It's too big. I think her bicep is too big.
I see.
And again, preference. Like I'm not saying that they should not do it, dude. Like if you love it, you keep doing it. Don't not listen to what other people say, right? And I cannot stress enough. Do what makes you happy. You'll find who's perfect for you, right? So a good example, like I shouldn't shape myself around girls like, I don't like dudes who have muscles too much, whatever. That's why I like Tenma more. Like she's like, oh my god, I love muscles. There you go. I should go to the women that appreciate what I like.
Bro, not Val. Greatest is literally trying to hook up with every VTuber I like, and then it's just gonna come to a point where just like I can only watch like 1K or below.
Whatever. But regardless, respect to all the women who do. I'm not saying a hater, and I'm pretty sure most of them know that the dudes we just want to keep. Like I said, to me, my wife was like, I like a girl that's as energetic and as monkey as me, so she's gonna be athletic, into gaming, like Third Strike and shit, and she's still like a chick. Like, and like I feel like it would be both like, we have our uniqueness that makes us, whether it's geeky, nerdy, whatever, nerd. But at the end of the day, I'm still a dude, and she's still a girl. Like that's just I can't help it. My genetic and how my personality is like. And that's why I feel conflicted that I should lean more towards tomboy, because that's more my type. But my genetic and who I am personally, like I just definitely lean towards cute girls. So to me, that's a perfect. Be a tomboy, but have your cute girl moments. The guy, perfect. Right? 'Cause at the
Okay,
end of the day,
Subaru. Answer solved.
who's Subaru again? I don't know.
Subaru from Hololive.
Is that the duck girl?
Wow, I failed.
Yes,
so
she's the
hard
duck
just now.
girl.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie, but like, I mean, okay, look, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Like, I don't get how people fall for people over online because of the thing called catfishing. So I've always been super wary. Like, I can enjoy people's personality, but I can't sit here and unironically.
Listen.
Says the person who's
falling
falling
It's
for
like I
VTubers.
said in that one video, parasocial relationship enthusiast.
No, true, whatever, but yeah, look, like we're joking, but it made me something. I gotta speak like these are all jokes, whatever. Bro, I've never even fallen for a bitch before, so let that sink in, bro. Like, I ain't a loser, by the way. I've been around bitches, but like, I ain't sitting here and falling. I've had crushes, like I still do now, but guess what? Most of the times when I have crushes, it's not because of the way they look, which, for the most longest part, any girl that I ever wanted to date, because they were just pretty. But then after like high school, my brain had a switch where I'm like literally, there's this bitch, fine as fuck. Before, until that switch, I'm like, oh man, I want to bang this bitch. But somehow, around near the end of high school, I realized she's dumb as fuck. But for some reason, I didn't think she was hot anymore. I'm like, this bitch is dumb. Like literally, ladies, you can be the hottest bitch on earth. But if you're either one, just dumb as hell, we have nothing in common, or you're a terrible person.
Like, she's a one
not
in like
unattractive.
the brain.
You basically, yeah, like literally personality. Like it actually, like now I actually care about personality. Like beginning high school, I'm not gonna die. I was shallow as fuck, hands down. I'm not denying that. But I grew out of that like hard as fuck, bro. Like, well, I'm not even talking about what VTuber I had a mini crush on because I knew what she looked like. But then I found out she was a terrible person immediately. I'm like, I don't care. And
Hey,
then this
what?
again, yeah, did I?
No. Hey, what?
Oh,
You
a
said
VTuber? A VTuber.
yeah, but she
Because I knew what she looked like. That's the thing. Like to me, I feel like how do you fall for someone you don't even know what they look like? Like, to me, that's the-
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Okay.
So it's like, no, it's not really. Oh, and she had a good sense of style, but then, oh no, she's a terrible person. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna fuck with you. Like I said, who are the two chicks that I have a crush on? I guess someone mentioned on stream, but like, I know what they look like IRL, and they're IRL streamers more than VTubers, so of course. And again, it's a crush. Like at the end of the day, it's like, oh, am I going out of my way like this? No, because it's weird. Like I don't know. It's because I actually talk to girls. I have a sister, and I've been with chicks that I know. And at the end of the day, this is the biggest secret I can say for anyone. Like, treat them like people. They're people too. They're not. Oh my god, women of this bitch. Like, no, just like I'm gonna keep it real, dude. Do you wanna know how I got a bitch in less than 10 minutes, bro? I just talked to her like a normal person, and then I realized, like, wait a second, she kind of like, and you know, you kind of you fish it. There you go. I mean, granted, it takes years of not being a social awkward weirdo, and the sad truth is that most nerds, gamers, and geeks have no social awareness. So this advice is gonna go right over your fucking head. So your advice is first take a shower, you know, learn to talk to people. Like you ain't where I'm at, where you just ooze
First take a
fucking
shower.
charisma.
See, they want to be, they want to talk like like they have like years of experience when they actually don't have
Right.
zero experience. Like they
Also-
don't even have zero experience. They just have no experience.
I'll say this much too. It doesn't also help having good charisma and, you know, actually having respect for women, like decent human beings. It helps to, you know, one, not be ugly. I'm not gonna deny that. I don't think I'm a pretty boy, but also what competition
Don't
I'm pretty.
constantly try to riz them up.
Yeah, that's another really thing.
I wanted to say that along with just talking to them
Yeah,
more. people.
absolutely.
Don't
No,
constantly try to raise them up.
And that's what I mean by being respectful. Like you don't have to treat them like it's an object. No, be like, yo, like just genuine. Like, hey, yo, let's go. Like, or at least try
How
to
the fuck
like
did
go
they
from
make it out so far?
Right? It
I
depends.
don't know. They I thought catching the flag was gonna be like soccer because it was so damn hard for us to get there, and then
you're
now
funny.
they're getting it like nothing.
Bro,
Dude, they added catching the flag in this game. That's why.
Here's the better way to put it for some of you guys. Is
No,
that-
I'm hearing you guys out.
No, you're good.
We're,
I get you.
we're on the female sucking thing.
Right.
I have my
Well-
points of view too.
Right. But
They-
my whole thing is like I said, how he's saying, oh, don't not treat everything like a game. Like, here's the, if you want to know how you can, it's like, bro, look, like, it's like if you have anything common, whatever. Like I said, to me, the goal is try to make friends over trying to make girlfriends, right? And then when if you talk and get to know, you see, is there chemistry or all, you know, it's like, like I said, I got a feel for it in 10 minutes. But the thing is, like, I'm good as fuck at this. I have experience at this point. That's what it takes to reach that. And guess what? Not every guy's a player. It's okay. You know, it's okay if you only have one girlfriend ever, bro. Chill.
You know
You
what
know,
dude does? He pulls out his Street Fighter Street Fighter 5 records to show them.
You know,
His
and
real
please don't
life
do that.
situation.
But
Hey,
seriously,
how
If you're saying that you can't pull bitches by showing your leaderboard
That's true.
stats in a fighting game, think fucking twice, bro.
here's the best way to put it, bro. Again, if you know who, like, if you're trying to just regular hook up, you never bring up that you do any of this. And if you do, it's like, oh yeah, no, I play something, you know, whatever. Like extra casual, then, oh, and they're like, oh yeah, no, I got like a master rank, and then you're talking to the dudes, and then the girls, oh, like, okay, that's like a little bonus. It's like one bonus point. It's not as big, but yeah, no, it's true. In some cases, it's like gamer chick, like, oh, okay. But again, just if you're the kind of dude that's way too, oh, let me just like, no, you're gonna scare them away, right? Like, don't bring up like.
Nah,
like, actually,
show them your
talk about their
leaderboards.
cat.
Show.
Talk about their cat.
Show them the leaderboards.
So I'm out here giving pickups. It's like at the end of the day, and again, last one I want to say is it also helps to be in shape. You know, if for as much as a girl will say, "Oh man, I don't like him," you can't deny genetics. Like there's that one show of with the dudes that made regular show. The girls like, "Oh, I thought I was into skinny beta males, but ever since he started working out, oh my god, he's so hot, I can't stop." Because like I said, it's same with me. Like remember, I am a flatus just kind of guy. I prefer bitches with A, B, also C cups. I don't care for D or E. But even me, as a dude who prefers flat chest, if a bitch with nice titties just pops my face, I will get distracted for 0.2 seconds. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I don't even like, damn,
I'll be like, he dropped his combo. I'm gonna finish him off.
Because I ain't gay, Like, it's same with a chick. For as much as, oh, I don't like people who are, bro, they see a dude with no shirt, big old titties and a six, they're gonna look, bro. It's genetics. So like, if you want to
say it is a male genetic to look at the most naked, bare part of a woman, even in a fighting game.
That too, which is why it's distracting. But that's my other advice. You really, like, number one, work out. If anything, at least try to work out. So you can
have a pretty lean body.
Yeah, definitely show muscle. And here's the fun fact. Like I said, being pretty looking helps a lot. Like there's a dude who's I seen it in the comment post that I didn't notice that he's actually best example, right? Looks have a lot to do with it. I'm not gonna because people are shallow. There's two dudes. They're both socially awkward as hell, right? Except one just happens to be good looking. Everyone thinks he's awkward when the meme is like, hey Laura from the opposite, and but he's good looking, and the girl's like, oh my god, but it's a ugly chubby dude. Hey Laura's like, police. Like so to help in the looks department, just work out. There are some bitches that care way more about your chest and whatever's going down here than your face. And here's the funny thing is, makeup exists, not just for women. So, hey. There you go.
Man, gotta take care of your hands. It's not a feminine thing. It's just taking care of your body.
It is.
Take care of your body.
And here's the thing, bro. You're already a geek
who
and
make
a nerd.
the gay comments are insecure gay people.
Yeah, dead ass. Like, here's the thing. Like, if you're like, bro, you're already a sissy by these dude chat standards. Why do you care what they say? Oh my god, look, dude does his nails, bro. They already make fun of you for playing fucking Star Trek. Like, come on. What do you care what they say? If anything, the bitches be like, oh, how? Like, they literally, if anything, you get more into it, then you could talk with bitches about, like, oh, how do you do? Like, for example, I was seeing apparently this rapper dude or something. I don't fucking know. And a lot of the girls were like, his skin's amazing. They were literally talking about his skin, and they're like, "Yo, I want to talk to him." Just look at it. Now you have a way to start a conversation. That's what I mean. Is like the other thing is I gotta say for gamers, like, bro, please do something else besides just the thing you. This is why I hate people who only play one genre or one thing. It's like, bro, you're limiting your options, not just in gaming for enjoyment, but just in life. Like, holy shit, dude, please, man. Like, and good example, especially when you do something that's male dominant. Like, gaming when as a hobby is 50-50. In my opinion, I think it's 50-50. But when it comes to certain games, genres, and then taking it hardcore, it's male dominant, just straight up. Like, you ain't gonna sit here. Like, if you play Final Fantasy, sure, that's a casual ass, you can find bitches. Same with World of Warcraft. But in World of Warcraft, you ain't finding no pretty bitches. Final Fantasy, but that's a normie ass, right? So that you can find bitches. But even then, you'll still mainly find ugly bitches, right? But if you play Sims or the makeup games or let's say the iPhone games, oh, there's bitches for days, but they're not really gamers, right? But if you're like, again, most nerd game, like, bro, you probably play fucking Warcraft or fucking the World War II. Like, bro, there's like 0.1 bitches and they already are married or the kids of someone who's already married. Like, you ain't getting no pussy there, dog. It's the same thing. Like, if you go to a knitting thing. Good example. Right now, there's a lot of singles events. Fun facts, you guys seen this recently. Like back in the 50s, guys had to pay to go to singles events to get the chicks. Now, chicks are struggling to get dudes because the biggest problem, bitches have such high standards. They scare away the other dudes. Like, because again, most dudes aren't players. You go, oh, I guess literally this one bitch says, oh, there was no guy that was 6 feet. Like, you know how rare that is, you dumb bitch. And these bitches go and they wonder, why do we have to pay? Because that shit you said right there destroys the confidence of a lot of men and some men. And I think it's okay. You know what? No. If you get disrespected like that, that's fine. Don't show up to this shit. It's a waste of your time. They literally want a Mr. Chad, and it's like, dude, you know Chad is not here, right? He's busy fucking Stacy. He don't want your mid-ass.
No. The Giga Chad isn't here for you. He is fucking a Giga Chatty.
Exactly. Right. So, you know, I don't know how I ended up in that. So that's the funny thing about that. Yeah, no, modern dating just sucks right now. Just really fucking bad. So that's the other thing. And on both ends, not just oh my god, like no, it's both ends. Like I said, and if you can work. On yourself, then you know
I feel like a part of that. I know this is gonna sound like a bit cheesy and generic, but just like because no one can't really get like that grandparents like, oh, I met her like after the war, or I waited for her after the war. Like you can't have pretty or like super like serious relationship moments like that anymore. It's just I met the guy at the bar. I met this guy at gaming. I met the guy on a dating app.
Yeah.
Like they want to create their own perfect story without doing any of the effort.
Yeah.
They want the guy or female to do all the effort first.
Thank you. Yeah. And you know
it's like, what do I get? Your unexperienced in relationship? No.
And you know what's funny? Okay. I feel like not only that, the culture was all me, but I seen it. Someone said, I remember it was Think Before You Sleep said this. He put it at the end, random tangent, like, no, you know what? Anime does. Some anime helps, like, because what I do? Oh my god, I just go to a new isekai. Oh, I got all these powers. Oh, all the bitches surround me. Like, dude, that is so unrealistic. Like, you think you just exist and bitches will come to you? No. Yes. And look at the same thing. I don't know shit about The Bachelor or something, but like I know it's bitches watch. Like I'm assuming they think, oh, I'm just gonna show up in a bunch of cute dudes and they're gonna fight over me. Like, dude, that is not how any of this.
That's the entire.
I nailed it. See, think about it. They're literally harem and reverse harem. Like I love harems because they're funny and they're unrealistic, and I know it. But I think the problem is with most people who watch them. It's not even harem. You know what's funny? It's not even harem. Harem animes. No,
they are. They
most
like
animes
gain copium from watching harem animes.
Like, literally, shonens and isekais are booty water versions of actual harems, because harems understand that they're stupid and they run with it. These shows like, no, we're trying to appeal to our loser, and you know what? I think it sets bad expectations. I'm gonna be honest. I think a lot of modern anime with these, and remember, it's not harem animes. They know they're stupid. I've even seen reverse harems, love them. But to me, I've seen that the problem is in isekais and even in some shonen, because like, no, it really sets it up like, oh man, this is totally how you get it. Like, dude, what? No. Like, not even. No.
Listen, I'm gonna be real with you. As a man myself, a single woman is a headache.
Yeah.
Why would you want 7?
I even said this before. Like, I love watching.
And I'm not saying that I'm not a headache myself. We're both a problem. But if you can handle 7, you are the next reincarnation of Jesus Christ.
Dead ass, bro. See, it's the same thing with motherfuckers who, again, because in Japan, super Luna dudes, they don't even have sisters. It's like, oh man, I totally want, like, dude, you don't want to fuck your sister. Like, you see, everyone says, oh, wait, sisters what? Yeah, because, dude, there's just so much incest in plots, and there's so many incest, and even hentai.
No, there's actually, like, an incest problem in Japan, too.
And the bigger problem is because, again, a lot of people don't even have it, so they think, oh man, they're so bitch deprived that they're like, oh man, I wish I had a sister so I could fuck her. Like, no, you wouldn't. Because no, literally, there's a meme. It says sisters in anime. They look at each other. I'm about it. It's like, I don't want to fuck up sisters in real life, and it's just a brother and a sister hitting each other. I'm like, yeah. Like, bro, you fucking hate each other half the time. You know, you're talking bad. She's like, oh, it's my brother. You know, like that's what actual brothers and sisters are like. Like, you just give each other a match. And again, in Japan, people, and that's what I noticed too. Clockwork said it best. He, like, one of our homies, right? He was a bit creep, weird or whatever, but he's chill. We noticed like he's weird around girls, but we're like, and that's when he said like, wait a second, you notice like, he noticed it. He was like, wait, I noticed all the people who tend to be weirdo and creeps tend to not have a sister because they don't. The biggest thing is they're bitch deprived in a sense. Your mom doesn't count. Your mom is a completely different entity to people that are around your age. And the closest, again, if you have a sister, you can see how chicks actually generally act. And you can find that they're annoying. Like, exactly, one of her friends, right? Like, you say, pretty, whatever. My friend's like, okay, whatever, I treat him normal. And at a certain point, I'm like, oh, you're just like my sister. And, you know, so guess what? Even when she was in gym, whatever, one of my friends, oh, you have a crush. I'm like, dude, no, she's a fucking annoying. Like, she was basically just a second sister. That's why I could never go out with her. I'm like, nah, you annoy me. Fuck off. You talk mad shit. You know? Like, I mean, it also depends on you as a person. I think naturally in me, like I said, I'm not going to die. I just naturally can talk to girls. Apparently, all dudes can't. But it does help to have a sister. You know, I think that's the bigger thing.
We had an input of somebody who's actually married that can actually like tell us like how to even get to that point.
Oh, that's different. Hey, let's let Mar take it from there. That's a whole other subject, low key. True love, like, hey man, that's a beautiful thing. I'm gonna let Mar take it from there on that one.
Well, now that these guys are essentially done talking about like theoretical physics here.
Oh.
Let's actually get into physics. Ladies like and gentlemen. No. It's you had it. It's too late. Now let the person who is married actually speak. how do you end up in a relationship long term to the point where you end up getting married, start a family, have kids? One of the main things you do have to do, no matter what, guys, be yourself. You'd be very surprised how much it like. And there's some people like, oh no, if I'm myself, then oh, what am I gonna do with all my anime pillows, my waifu pillows? Can you see my waifu pillow? Like, look, it happens. All right, that one person you thought you're gonna get with, that is literally the complete opposite of you, who doesn't watch anime, who literally lives on a farm and feeds cows and chickens and that, fucking grows shit. Like, yeah, that person, you're not gonna get them. But there's literally a person for everyone out there.
Yes.
The main thing you have to do is be able to go out there and socialize. Like, the main component of this really is just socializing.
Yeah.
The reason why we don't know how to communicate with one another because we don't even know how to fucking talk to one another. Too busy using our phones, using apps, hear what everyone else has to say about people. Like, shut all that shit down. Just go outside, go to a library. You'd be surprised how many bitches are at a library.
Thank you.
If not, I mean, go downtown somewhere. Like, if you're near a city, go to a place where there is multiple people where you can just literally go and hang out.
Yes.
You'd be shocked how many women you'd be able to actually talk to by simply
you.
just walking to the park.
Yep.
Just walk to the park and like.
That's why I said earlier.
Don't
Don't
creep
just
that's
play
like
Warcraft.
watching bitches in the bushes.
Oh,
Don't do
no.
that.
Oh,
Definitely
no.
don't do that because that is territory of like, hey, this guy's
creep.
kind of being a creep, and I no longer want to do that shit. And women these days are trying to get away from that shit because it is kind of cringy now at this point. But I mean, we can bring back being civil at this point in time because a lot of the hearsay basically goes down to I watch this YouTube channel and this YouTube channel says this about things and I listen to that YouTube channel, but I have absolutely zero experience when it comes to living out a life. The reason why a lot of people do that shit because again they don't know how to fucking socialize. Just go outside. Just go outside, breathe air, like
Join a club.
A person who's in the opposite sex. Yeah, go join some shit. Like there's a lot of shit you can do.
And most
You can find a
importantly,
church girl.
you
actually go
do
to
it.
a fucking
Do
Wednesday
when you do
service.
the
Do that.
right. Here's my thing: is when you do these things, don't do it in the intention to try again, like how Borderlands said, to try to get like no, do it with the intention to actually do the thing to do there, and
Like let it grow organically. Don't force it.
Thank you.
Because the moment you force it is the moment it feels weird as fuck, and you don't want that.
Exactly. Thank you. Like I said, remember that bitch I said I got 10 minutes? Dude, I wasn't trying to get her at any single minute. The only reason I got her is because I recognized, wait, is she falling for me mid just me being myself? That's
yes.
You know, and the thing is, there, like Marmar said, there's always going to be someone for you. Don't try to get, like I said it at some other, I don't remember where, I think someone live, like, don't try to get the girl that isn't going to like you no matter what you try to do. Try to get the girl, like, again, I've seen it with some people who have...
I'm gonna change her mind. No, you're not. Shut the fuck up.
No.
Just move on.
Right, you can't change her. You can't fix
There's
it.
plenty of women you're able to go talk to.
Okay, but I can at
Plenty
least
of guys you're
correct
able to
her
talk to.
that a perfect movie is perfect.
Oh boy.
You're
I'm
ugly.
kidding.
Depending how you correct. How you correct.
Scott Pilgrim was
I mean, look,
2012
I'm
movie.
gonna tell you right there, that's already a bad issue. I might as well knock it out the park for you.
Oh, God.
No matter what, in the argument, the woman is always right. Doesn't matter.
You know what? Yeah.
You can literally have scientific fact and throw it in their face. You are dead
Don't
wrong.
go fuck.
They're not gonna let something like logic actually get in the
No.
way of their argument. Okay, that's an impossible. That's never going to happen. You're never going to win an argument. So
It's not
learn
a
how
lot.
to understand that sometimes you just have to take the L
Yeah.
and say nothing about it and brush it off. Don't hold it in. Do not hold it in because it's going to get bad later on, and you don't want that to happen. Just take the L, move on, enjoy yourself. You know, go,
It's
go find
especially
something to do.
worse with Latinas, where they just go.
Oh, God.
Oh, 100% with Latinos. Oh my God.
No.
I feel like I'm being disowned by my family, and they're not even part of my family.
Oh, God. See, that's why, like, with women, like, it's not about logical. There's a time and place, but like, no. It's the emotional battle. That's why we win if we're quiet. And if you let them, they themselves be wrong, then they won't even say anything. They won't admit it, but like, you know, and then they get salty. See, that's the war. It's a war of attrition. It's a salty war.
Let's just
Regardless.
say, if you do have an anime pillow, do not cheat on your anime pillow.
Oh,
100% cheating on my anime pillow.
If you have an anime pillow, find a chick to cheat on your anime pillow with. All right.
Here's my
That's the main
actual.
reason why you have your anime pillow.
Here's my advice to the addict for sure is Don't try to get bitches here in the Western world. Like, no, become a passport, bro. That's what hell there would be a passport, bro.
What? No.
Yes.
Actually, no. Give it a try here, because the fact of the matter is, the reason why a lot of this shit's failing, because again, it goes back to that whole manosphere, womansphere. If everyone just listening to fucking, chickens squawking at each other in the fucking morning, and it's like, oh, okay, well, I gotta be a part of it too. They said this, that means it's true. Like, no, we gotta be able to break that. And the only way we can do that is by trying to encourage everyone to go out and do their thing, man. Go out, try to be happy, socialize, meet people, actually learn how to speak to people. Don't just hi.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Ew, what?
I don't even get to it. I feel like it's fun if you've never been social your entire life. I feel like that's like, man, maybe
It's
this at that
funny.
point.
Yeah.
But I'm not a psychologist. For as much as I did study a bit of sociology and psychology, I did it just enough so I could get good at Street Fighter and fuck with people. Not enough to where I can solve how to make you not socially awkward. So I got no advice there, dog. Outside of hang around cool people and work out, and then go to the things that we were saying earlier. I don't
You
know. That's all I
became
got.
an advice person.
Because there are still people that are fit and good looking that are still awkward as fuck. But to be fair, they get bitches because they're good looking. That's their excuse. Well, sort of. Not really. They technically don't get the bitches because they're like, go away, Because I'm gonna keep it real. I'm dense as fuck. Like I said, I was only able to, like I said, the chick in 10 minutes. Because like, bro, I've been dense for the longest time. I was like, wait a second, this shit like me. That I was like, wait, let me use my psychology shit I learned. Because dude, seriously, the only time I learned is when later I was like, oh, you know that chick like you? Like, I'm like, she did. What the hell does she see in me? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, people will like you for who you are. You just do you. Bitches will like you. I'm like, oh, what the fuck does she see in me? Yeah, like that. And again, I ain't saying I'm good looking. I don't think I'm good looking. Shit. I sure as fucking ugly though. I know at least that much. Like, cause God, I've seen ugly dudes. Like, my ugly dudes are ugly. I feel like dudes on average look more just average, whereas girls, like, it's easier to tell when a girl's cute or not. Because they try harder than dudes. That's just what it is, right? But like, when a dude's ugly, fuck me, they're ugly. Dude, like even I'm like,
You know what?
man,
I've seen
bro.
some ugly motherfuckers actually pulling some hot chicks. So.
Oh no. Yeah, no. I feel like looks matter less with guys. That's the other thing too. Like, what matters is you. Like, 'cause the other thing is like let's be real. Bitches are not attracted to like a bitch. Like you could be good, but like, they say, oh, you a bitch. Like, no one trying to fuck with you. Same with, like, again, like, or again, obviously one of the biggest ones. Oh, you dudes got money. Oh, bitches. Oh, but you could be fat, ugly. Oh, he got money. Oh, these are gold diggers, right? Dudes, it's like the same thing, but only looks. Like, they care more about looks than anything, and bitches care more about money. But again, it's all back to genetics. Like, monkey, what's its most, fertile waifu, and then waifu's like, who has most resources? As much as we hate to say, it's still, like I said, remember, who's my preferred, technically? Flattish, A, B cup, energetic, tomboy, athletic waifus. But my brain is like, oh, look at the cute waifu, even though that's not my type at all, actually. Like, I would not be happy in a long-term relationship. Like, I know this, with girls that be with cute or shy. Again, super cute, but like, we wouldn't mesh. We would just not mesh. Because say we have a conversation on how to raise my kid, the cute girl would not want me to teach my daughter how to fight. Where to me, I'm like, no, that is important. That is a necessity. I have to teach my daughter how to throw hands. Whereas so the girl who is my type, we're like, oh, hell yeah, dude. My dad taught me how to, shoot a gun and everything. Like, that's my girl, That you need to have someone that has that same level with you, right? And I realize when it comes to a long-term, and most people don't realize this. They don't know what they actually want. I at least know that, like, some components. I'm not all the way there because I've been too busy doing my own shit, right? And that's the thing about being a player is like, oh, you fuck all these bitches, this and that, but like, which one, like, you do it because you can't find the bitch that you had. This is what is depressing about being a player, is that it's not all crap up to be. You fuck all these bitches because you in your mind, either or you think you can't find the one that you can actually be with. Like, in all honesty, it's kind of depressing. I'm not even bullshitting. You fuck all these bitches and I'll never be with this bitch for the rest of my life. You're just here because you can't find the bitch that you want. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. Because to me, I'm a hardcore gamer and bro, where am I gonna find a bitch that plays Third Strike? Like,
you
no,
go to tournaments, the hell?
It's all dudes, and it's like 12 of them.
Combo Breaker, CEO.
Yeah. Oh, you think I'm gonna find a Third Strike player at Combo Breaker? See, like, dude, people do not understand how dead that fucking game is, dog. They do not understand. There's 112 of us. I am the 112th one, bro. We can count how many.
Hey, 113th over here.
Time out. You know what? You need to go to a convention. That's where you find them at. Because they're
dude, my problem is not getting bitches. My problem is finding the right one. That is my problem.
I'm just gonna be straight with the greatest, man. You just need her. You just need to build her on Third Strike.
Whatever, but I do appreciate it. Right now, like I said, I'm just doing me. I feel like, to me, like I said, my philosophy for me is like, just keep doing what you do and you'll eventually find the good. If you don't, hey, at least
Yeah,
like
can we
100
kill
bitches.
this guy already so I can fucking drop this flag before I die?
Than what he said. So again, for as much as give us like, dude, everyone's got their own problem. Like luckily, and that's why I said I love people who are together because to me it's a beautiful thing. That's why I think anyone who either cheats or is participating in that is a piece of fucking shit. That's why I even told my homie, and he and I told him, I straight up told him, like, oh, but yeah, hey, good for you. And like, if anyone, like, I am 100% the bro you can trust. Like, hey, I got you, bro. Girls out with me, dude, ain't no one fucking with your girl, bro, including me, bro. I fucking got you. To me, that is straight. Because again, remember, I love squishies. To me, someone that can destroy the relationship for a child, you are a piece of shit. So to me, it's not even about like just the girl. Like, no. It's a happy family. I will do my best to make sure that family stays that fucking way, bro. Like, no bullshit, bro. If Mara, they were out, whatever. I ain't never looking or touching his woman wrong. Like, anyone's like, hey, fuck you. You know, I'm gonna be more mad than Mar if they even look at his girl funny. Like, no, fuck you. Yo, someone trying to run, bro, I will jump in front of the bullet and take that bullet, bro.
You know what? No. I dare you guys look funny at. Go ahead. Watch what happens. I don't even have to do anything. She would literally kill you herself.
And that's why they're together. See, there you go. That's his girl.
Hell yeah.
But regardless, I have a huge respect for the family structure, you know, unlike most people in modern days. And to me, it's like, I'm not even exaggerating. I would genuinely put my life down for like a family. Like, nah, it's just such a beautiful thing. That's why I genuinely am actually happy when people are together. Like, I cannot stress that enough. I even heard like, when you're married, like, you know, I get emotional. I'm not gonna lie, because like, shit, I didn't come from the most stable families. To me, it's like, no, it's beautiful. Hey, you two, raise your kids, whatever I can do to help. You know, like, for what little I can do, it's like, hey, man. That's why I say, even for Mara, I say, hey, if you can have a game that you and your wife, your kids can have a moment that's memorable. To me, that's when I know I'm at a game. To me, that's what I care about more in my games. Like, yo, can I make something that's memorable that can keep and bring families together? Or something like, oh man, this is a game. Oh man, I love playing this game. Yo, I can have my kid play this. Yo, I can have my wife play this. To me, that's what matters the most about my game as an art. Not so much this and what it does and it grows, but that it's because again, by the way, one of the funnest moments I had for me personally is when, dude, my dad played Call of Duty, right? You know, my dad, me, my brother, and my sister played fucking Call of Duty, right? And that to me is like, that's when I don't care if the game, oh, it's your time. It's like, wait a second, you tell me this family was able to have, and that's something they still play to this day. Like, that's what would genuinely mean. Like, I genuinely, it might sound weird for someone who's a player, like, kind of sense, but like, no, I absolutely love like a good, solid, traditional family structure. There's nothing more beautiful than that, you know? It's what society has been founded on for thousands of generations, and I think it's a fucking beautiful thing. You know, and that's why to me, anyone like everyone who says this, like, trust me, bro, I ain't ever touching or looking at your girl funny, like, at all. Dude, by the way, fun fact, that last ex I was talking about, you want to know why I left her? Because she was cheating on her boyfriend, and I was like, nah, bro, that's bogus. Like, I felt bad. Like, so that's
yeah, you were a side piece.
You know, like, shit. Like, but I didn't even feel bad. Like, to me, it wasn't about me. It's like, nah, I feel bad for him. I'm like, and dude, that's just me. That's what I want to say is that, like, nah, bro, you want to know. I need to be on the list of top 10 people that would never even look at my wife. Kind of like, bro, I better be at the top of that fucking list, especially if you're fucking married and have kids, bro. Because, like, nope. Because I see it as if I even so much as do anything to help ruin that. I see it as I'm harming that kid. Because that's exactly what you're doing. You are harming that kid. And we all know I ain't ever harming no cow. I want to be a patron saint of fucking squishies. If not, I'm going to go to the Catholic Church and eat them.
Dude,
but you don't even follow religion, bro.
That should be greatest quote of the year right now.
For real.
Anyways, that's my right. That's something I'm personally about. Like, I don't go off too much, but that's just something I'm very strong about. I'm not even like Christian or Catholic. So a lot of people, like, I know a lot of like those they would be like, you know what, I respect this man. I'm sorry, like, come on, it should just, like, society has thrived because of that structure. Why the fuck would you ruin it? And that's why I think, again, also why modern dating, like you said, oh, it's not like old school. Oh, I met you, this and that, but whatever. Regardless, that's enough of me about I personally actually, you know, my laurels and what I rest on and shit. Breathe. Also, I should mention I gave up on hope of having kids because I personally think I'm too old and I want to do things.
Too old?
You're not too
bro,
old.
Bro, actually, hold on.
You are not even 30 yet.
Think about the economy real quick. Are you sure you want to bring someone into this episode?
Exactly. Thank you.
Yes.
No.
It is not hard.
No.
Dude, no. Get out of here.
Thank you, Vile.
Dude.
Actually,
I'm already, like, I already have an idea on the way how shit works. It's fine.
It's gonna get worse in the future.
Don't let the economy steer you.
Do not let.
Don't let
people.
On this. Even though, like, life really sucks and it's only gonna get worse.
So you want to bring someone else to go through the exact same experience? That is outrageous. That is outrageous.
You're thinking about it just a completely different way. Like, you're thinking about it in my terms. You're thinking about it. You're not supposed to think about, oh, they're gonna go through the same shit I'm going through. No. You're teaching them the correct way how to live.
That is true.
That's impossible. That's
No, here's-
truly
here-
impossible.
Here's the thing.
No, it's not.
No. Let me get
That's
my opinion.
impossible
If I can make
because of the
an
way
entity, an entity of my being or any being happy, I would feel so fucking precious in life in that moment and after I pass.
That is true. That's very
I'll
true.
feel
You cannot
terrible.
beat that feeling of harmony.
Yeah, no.
And I'm quoting Gil on that one.
Okay. No, I'll let you guys keep going, and then I'll end it off.
Alright, imagine this, right? Let me see here. You
worry,
live in
I'll
the
wait.
projects, right? Projects is a perfect example because how many kids does those projects people have?
No, it's not. It's
Yes.
not. A perfect example. Want to know why?
Why,
Because there's
please?
a bunch of motherfuckers who are living in the project with 20 plus fucking kids, and
Yes.
they're perfectly fucking fine.
Perfect.
Nah, not perfectly fucking fine. Nah, that's
No,
that's
ignorant as shit. Yes, but no, they actually already have a way to survive inside of the
Oh
project. But
my
that-
god.
Hold on, don't even oh my god me, because another thing too, that is a product of their environment. How about the same scenario but in the suburbs?
So you would like for
Hold on,
for
wow, how about the
Wait,
same scenario but
I get what you're saying.
you would like 10 kids living in one room. Is that what you're
There's
saying?
kids that live in one room already anyway. If it
Weird.
was up to me, I probably have 20 kids by now.
Oh my
I'm
god.
not gonna-
Okay, so you know what it is? You know what it is? It's just depending on the person that is,
For sure.
Yes, because there are
depending on-
actual retards who don't know how to raise kids, correct. But we're not talking about them. We're talking about in general.
Well,
We're not
I mean,
looking at specific.
here's the better way too that I can say this because I'm primarily with Vile, obviously, it's a Doom or whatever. But the main thing is like obviously depending where you come, like, that's not my thing. For me, why I don't want I'm too old, whatever, is because like I'm not in that position right now. I am just too broke. Part of it, like I say, I'm too broke. Like I cannot bring. If I had a kid, I'd be like right. I'd have to work full time. I can't do anything, whatever. Because I see, and the thing is where Mars at, because we can agree, at least all of us, whatever we think. I think at least. I mean, Mar clearly he's a great parent. I think he's an amazing. By the way, he's doing a great job, and I support anything he does. Whatever I said, I'll
And
take
I'm a
both him
person
and
that
Jen.
feels like I don't even do enough.
And that's why he's great.
Everyone else around me, they look at that.
And again, why I
need
would
to
even
do more.
say why I say Vile also would make a great parent because we realize the situation. We know what reality is, and we're not gonna like, oh, I'm not gonna feed my like.
Oh yes.
Just that alone, we would know we would be at least decent parent. Like for me, mainly, I would be good at obviously loving the child. That's something I'm naturally good at. To me, it's just that the two reasons why I say I think I'm too old and I don't think I ever have kids is because one of the main reasons I'm currently not economically feasible. Like people like me who are responsible aren't gonna have kids. Like to me, it's like I'll only have kids if I'm like financially stable. And like Amar said, he knows he's like I can have enough to have 1 or 2 kids, but not to have 20 because I'm not financially stable. Because he's a responsible adult. And right now, the current state of the economy for a lot of responsible people, we are not in a state. That's where Vile is. Where I agree. It's like right now, it's just not good. It's like who the fuck actually has a stable job or backup to truly have a kid and be ready for college? Which I think really way ahead. And that's where I see Vile's coming from. That's how he sees it. The problem is most people like saying the project, those are morons. They're just gonna have kids regardless. And that they're in a cycle on their own, and maybe one kid will get out of there, right? Good for him. But 90% of them, they're stuck, right? And right now, and that's the thing. The economy is not even in Japan, right? If you think about it, I'm gonna move to Japan and probably have kids there, whether they're Japanese or German. I even thought, and again, I'm open-minded. Like I even thought before, what if I ended up being there, but then I ended up getting a woman that came from here because they went there for the same reason. Like it's funny, but like whatever. To me, it's not just. One way I know it's gonna be a while before I find my dream chick. I'm too busy here dubbing my own thing, whatever. Who knows? Or maybe who knows? Maybe I can find a bitch in comic book. Like I said, who knows? It could be the Neko Arc cosplay, the Neko Arc chick cosplayer. Apparently, I seen her in my feed and I was like, okay,
I
she's
saw
kinda
that.
baddie. I don't think he ever would. I mean, if you're listening to this, I mean, hey, love your cosplay, by the way. So nah, I'm not trying to hit on you or anything. I just enjoy your cosplay and I think you're pretty cute.
Yeah, just get compliment. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing else, and I would definitely like to get a picture, but in me and my chibi outfit, like that would be a good collab. And again, whatever. Anyways, hopefully give me feedback on the game too, because she clearly plays fighting games, right? Anyways, aside from the random props to the Neko Arc chick that I think looks cute, is what's the chance of me again finding probably who knows? Like I say, it could be fucking when I go tomorrow. Let's say I go to the anime convention and meet her there, and then she sees like whatever. I have again not creep shit, but let's say that's the earliest. When is the earliest we're both not gonna be broke? It'll probably be years, but let's say my game actually does good. And here's the other thing. Let's say I do end up being successful. So I even thought this, even though let's say I won. Right now, let's say I had $1 million. I could have kids, sure. And let's say, I do find the waifu. I still want to live out my dream. That's something that I cannot stress enough about is where you are mentally as a person. Like, are you mentally mature, this and that? And obviously, we can agree at least responsible, we got that down. Experience. I 100% know how to take care of kids. That's not a cap. clearly I am like a natural born father. Like you can't. Everyone even says, even my dad, and like teachers and everything, like, no, dude, you do make a great parent. I just love kids. I genuinely, absolutely love kids. Like, dude, I take care of other people's kids more than some people's parents. You know. But the final thing is like, where's my mental state? And right now, my mental state is that there are too many things I want to do in life to really have kids. And I've seen an anime clan that was super good, where one wanted to be an actress and the other wanted to be an artist, right? And they were too busy doing their own thing that their own daughter got sick from the neglect of them trying to follow their dream. And they were smart enough to be like, we can't have a kid and follow our dream. We are gonna focus, because really, I understand that. That your life is no longer yours. Your kid is not your life. And again, like what Honorable said, it is one of the most satisfying things for sure. But for me, it's like, I still want to be able to live out my dream. I do not want to have a kid that grows up and he feels, where he feels like, oh, I could have won Evo. I was one of the best gamers of all time. And then they just end up being depressed. Like, it maybe not show, but they're going to feel it. Kids aren't fucking stupid. You may not even tell them or anything, but they will feel that shit. And no kid
Al Pacino's having kids at the age of like 88. You can have a kid.
Hey, look, whatever.
There is something I do want to say on top of it. Like kids, they don't, like what he was saying, that you don't have to say it, they can feel it. It's actually like kind of a genetic thing where they can like absorb your literal aura and feelings into them instead of actually understanding it. They quite literally feel how miserable or happy you are. It works both ways.
And I've been thinking kids for years, man. No, you see that shit, bro. I've seen that shit, man. That's why when I'm in front of kids, I'm never mad.
Does that mean that I can drop off my kids at your place?
I mean, dude, I low-key, one other thing I want, like, I'm gonna keep it maybe a bit personal, but you guys want to know why I even want to have money and be rich? It's not like, I just want respect. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. Look at my name. All I want is respect. That's it. I don't care about the fame. The fame is because of my work. Like, that's it, all it is, right? Like, in all honesty, my dream is like, I want to be known as one of the greatest gamers of all time. That is genuinely something I want on my deathbed. Because I already know I am. I just want to prove it to the world. That's where I currently am, as my status, right? Like, what I've done recently in fighting games, like, I proved to myself, like, no, I am one of the best gamers of all time. You can get all the gamers together, I'll still be impressed. You can get Daigo, you're a dude from FPS. And we get them. You think about it. You have to get the best players for every single genre, every single game ever, just to compete with me. That's already a fucking flex, bro. Like, I might lose, but guess what? I'm facing each person who's dedicated to one single thing, and it took those people individually to just be like, all right, we beat him, and then we could go, all right, cool, you beat me in Gears, you beat me in COD, you beat me in Street Fighter, you beat me in Guilty Gear. All right, cool. Let's go to Titanfall. Let's go to fucking Third Strike. Get there and like, fuck. We beat him in one thing, but we still lose to him in the fucking genre. Like, I already know I'm one of the best. Barely anyone like me exists. And I welcome someone that's as good as me. Like, I welcome the challenge, right? Like, I can still, because I'm a warrior. Like, I can take losing to an equal, right? But the thing is, like, the world doesn't know. To me, that's what accepts me. Like, I'm like, oh, Bruce Lee or fucking Muhammad Ali, but no one knows that exists. Like, that to me, that's what bothers me the most personally, right? And I just want the fame just for acknowledgement and respect. I'm not gonna. That's an honest thing why I do what I do, right? And it's something I never intended to. And now I develop a game because I'm like, fuck it. I'm to the point where I've gotten a point, like, keep getting cucked by developers not knowing how to do anything, whether it's Tekken or Street Fighter, because they literally fuck my playstyle. Oh, here's not it. But like, literally, like I said, I watched in slow motion me to lose the potential to win $1 million because Capcom doesn't know how to code. To the point that I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll make my own game. And you know what? I've been enjoying that. I found a new way to redirect my passion, right? And I won't be happy until I either get recognized for being one of the greatest gamers as a player or as a developer. Then I would be okay, go ahead. And then I would have kids. Like, I would still want to live out my dream and shit, right? And but aside from that, what would I do with the money? Because I don't give a shit about the money. It's 100% about the respect. You notice how much I never mentioned money. It was never about the money. Hell no, you know. But what would I do with the money? Like, one of the first things I want to do is, help, start business and even more money. And it's like, why do you want to get this business? But because I think it's an innovating thing, and I see a lot of potential in Japan. And it's true, when you go to a new country, they look at America. Why do they have so much money? So many foreigners, and people always bring their ideas to this. And I see it in the missed potential of Japan, right? And like, why do I want to start all these businesses? And even when I said, what is one of the first things I want to do after, like, say I did 2 businesses, we have the local, then I do like the V2 being, there's a lot of shit I want to do about you guys. And then of course the gaming company, right? And then get people foreign. Like, what would I do with all this money? Let's say I'm like a millionaire or millionaire. I'll be like, one of the first things I would do that technically isn't like a good business, like, let me just start up daycares and then like charge immaculately low to the point where I lose money, almost like an orphanage, because I actually want Japan's population to increase, and then I want to have a good environment for people to raise their kids. Because right now, it does suck to raise kids in Japan. It just does. Like, the government does not respect mothers enough. People are overworked. We don't have some of the hospitals don't even treat you. Yeah, fun fact, depending on the hospitals you go to, it's a really bad experience to have a kid. Like some point to the point they'll have one kid and they're like, oh, I don't want to have a kid ever again. And I'm like, see, you know what I'm saying? I genuinely care about Japan to the point where like, and even I want kids. Like if I'm like, I don't want to raise, like I would love to raise kids in Japan if it wasn't for how bad Japan doesn't want Japan to have kids.
Wow, did they really just run through us like that? Sorry,
you guys
I
get
just
no, you're
said
good.
that out loud. Yeah, but yeah, we get what you're saying though.
Like it's a great country if you're an adult, but it's hard to raise a kid, and not because like clearly it's safer than a lot of other countries, right? Great for transportation, you know, nothing really bad happens to your kid. But the problem is like
Convenience stores.
right? Like there's a lot of great. Trust me, raising a kid in Japan, it's night and day difference. Why would you raise him here in America? Like hands down, right? Like well, for sure, I would never have a kid here. Not even as a joke. Hell no, I do not want to have my kid have to rely on me to give him trips to go to their soccer game or some bullshit like that. Like no, I want them to be in either the Netherlands, Europe, or like fucking Japan, where like they can walk safely or take a train and knowing that nothing's going to happen to them because of how the culture is there, right? But the school culture past middle school is really toxic. There's a reason they have a bullying problem. There's a reason that, like, it's just not where it's at. And same with, like, again, I don't want to have my wife have to have some unnecessary stress because doctors don't know how to respect fucking women out there, or the government fucking trying to fuck me and my wife over because we have kids. You know, like, it's just too many that's literally part of the reason you guys like why their population draining. It's not even just because the dudes are antisocial. It's the government's just really anti-waifu and really anti-kid. You know, the only reason they're good is because of their culture, and that's why to me it's like, no, let me have a daycare that's super friendly to. Because good example, Mago, I think it was Mago, or one of the other ones. He has a kid, right? And him and his wife are trying to find a good place to raise their kid, but a lot of places won't accept them because they think him being a pro gamer isn't like a real job. So like, oh, is it really like, dude? I'd be like, bro, dude, I love you. I'm a fan. You guys think like I would? That's why I know I would lose money because I'm like, you already brought a child into this world. That's already a gift. I am more than happy to like just provide a place for we can give them a proper learning environment that's standard. By the way, the way they raise kids clearly is good because all people have respect and whatever, right? They teach you manners and shit, along with your ABCs, not just the ABCs, right? But the problem is once you get past middle school, you can notice you see it in difference. Like kids, when up till middle school, they're always happy. Then the second they start getting tired, like it's depressing because they're like, oh, always about you. You know, look at how many parents, right? Oh, you have to be a doctor. Oh, you have to be a lawyer. Oh, but you can't do anything. Like for me, it's like, no, you want to grow up to be a gamer, sure, but I'll tell you like all this shit stuff, right? And that's why I think it's like. And the thing is, it's getting a little bit tough too if you're like a foreigner. You guys, I'm trying to create a good environment for where kids can actually grow better, and especially for foreigners and people who do niche things, right? Because again, I clearly am someone who understands the culture of Japan, and I want to live there, so of course I'm gonna understand it to a T. And right now, it's just halfway there to being optimal to raise kids. Like I said, if you're starting out, whatever, if you're coming in already with kids, you're golden. Half the problems are gone, right? But again, I want to look at this for me and my future waifu, right? Like, I would like to have a lot of kids, but how can I have it when my wife's gonna have a bad experience? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's true that some people, like the women and the baby, can die from stress alone. You know, and it's something that's just super understated. And I want to make it where the standard, like, okay, we can have good standards where people actually want to have kids. Women can actually have. No, what's funny is that something they do in Europe that Japan definitely doesn't do and America doesn't do, which is what sucks for both of them, is that parental leave is not just for the mom, it's for the dad. Because they understand that there is bonding time between you and that child and that mother that can't be taken away. Japan does not care about that. No, you need to be here. Like, why do you need to be this for here? Why? You understand that, Mario? Were you there when your wife gave birth?
Yep.
Exactly, and that's. I'm sorry. It's all people say that is one of the most important moments of your life, and you just don't get it unless you're there. And again, that's why I can say every person I've ever met, like I've noticed this personally, girls who either had their dad actually there at their birth, and those who haven't, good women who, if their dad was there at birth, not there at birth, pieces of shit. That's just something I've anecdotally noticed. So take that for what you will. And yeah, if you have a government structure that you can say if you're there, maybe you really love the country, but it's hard. You can't even take the day off. Shit, almost from the start, your daughter's gonna be a hoe, just like the rest of the bitches. Yo, I'm gonna sell my feet pics on OnlyFans. I'm gonna have a stalker, then he's gonna stab me. Like, by the way, that's super common. That's a huge stalker problem. But if you raise your girls to be like, nah, I'm a fine bitch. I don't have to whore myself out. I'm gonna be a respectable member of society. I'm going to be a scientist. Come on, that's just more power. Like, I'm gonna keep it $1.50. Like, I'm not saying my kid has to do something. So to me, this other thing is like, yeah, sure, do whatever. To me, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just the kind of person like, to me, it's like, I want my kids to do something respectable. You know, and by the way, I don't even hate if they were porn star. Like, to me, I don't even consider it being a porn star. So like, hey, whatever, you know, just go what you do. To me, it's like again, why I consider something like that, like in my personality, is like, hey, at least
You ain't cucking nobody. To me, I don't like bitches that are like, oh, I'm gonna show you feet, like, and then but I'm gonna charge you $100. Like, to me, that's bogus. Like, bro, if you're gonna pay $100 for a hoe, at least get your dick sucked. But we got bitches like, oh my god, I'm just gonna, oh, look at how pretty I am, give me money. Like, you're a piece of shit. I'm sorry, no, that's just me personally. I'm like, nah. But regardless of how point being size, I would like to be able to get the standard so I can actually have a profit. Everything, right down from where it starts when they're born. We can clearly see from the mom not having to die from stress, the child actually not having a higher chance of being a hoe, to actually having society guide, whatever. And then I have the risk of my fucking daughter go through the bull. Because again, like how Mar said it, yeah, we know this shit is up. We don't want them to have to go through the same shit. But like I said, even I'm going to teach them in the way like, oh, don't get me wrong, you're not gonna have it as bad as I did, but I'm at least make you think it is, so that you don't, it's you want to create an environment, a fake environment that feels unsafe. But in reality, like, no, you're always gonna be safe. You don't actually have to stand in the cold for an hour, freezing near to death, kind of bullshit. It's like you don't have to sit here and starve for days at a end. Like actual poor people struggle shit for minorities. Because that shit that shit's not cool, bro. Like I have actual poor people traumas, I would say, right? But it's a nuanced thing, and it's like it's something that I personally do care about. And that's why, like, to me, it's not just something simple. It's because it is something more complex. And again, how am I gonna look at that? Look at how much shit I want to do. When in that time I'm gonna have time for kids? Like honestly, bro. Like actually, like think about what I want to do. Like I want to finish my life by, let's say, maybe 30, 35 or some bullshit, right? Then cool. I'll probably be like politician, or at the very least do super focused on business and trying to let me go focus on the daycare. Let me go focus on the school. Let me go focus on the game development. Like I would genuinely be way too busy with kids. Like, that's just how I personally see it, right? That's just me being honest. That's just me. That's what I want to get at with that. I mean, I don't know, what are your thoughts, Mar? I feel like you have a lot to say about that.
I mean, no, like, into this entire conversation, like, I'm really hearing what they're essentially saying. Like, look, fact of the matter is, if you want a kid, you can have a kid. No matter what aspirations you have to whatever it is that you want, if you want to be the greatest male stripper on the planet, if you want to be the greatest streamer, fucking developer, it does not matter. No matter what the situation, you yourself are always going to be capable of having a kid. No matter how dire the situation it can get. Mind you, people had Great Depression. Now,
that is true.
Okay.
A very interesting thing as well is the fact that a lot of these kids ended up with crazy amounts of wealth because of the type of morals and the shit that they ended up going during that time, and the way how they've essentially just built themselves along with the relationships that they all have with their parents. One thing you could definitely say is, especially times, a lot of people had very strong relationships with their parents. That right there alone, you should already look at that and like, hey, I want to be able to have a strong relationship with my kids. That is very dope. There's nothing wrong with that. And as a matter of fact, why is this guy not dying?
I like that.
Hell no. Oh shit.
Anyway. You're welcome, by the way, Vile, for that push.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No,
Except I really hate the fact if that was okay. So people in the Great Depression, right? You said that started.
Yeah, people in the Great Depression that have had kids, and during if you can honestly say that could be considered one of the worst times in Western civilization.
No, it is for sure.
So like, but that just goes to the idea that hey, this shit is doable. It just has to be done.
Right.
And
those people
like,
are absolutely the worst in society. I will continue. you really thought I was gonna let that.
For sure. It's a good inspirational speech.
It's like those who had them during COVID. They are the worst piece of people in the world to me.
Are they the worst people though? Because if you really think about it, not every fucking person ended up having a random kid just for the sake of it.
Okay.
Some people are already in the middle of planning to have kids.
True, that is very
just
true.
what happened? A fucking pandemic ended up happening. Like you can bring that up in any given time during modern history of the plague. Fucking we had the Black Plague. We had fucking West Nile virus, SARS. Like all these times, people still had children regardless. Just because there's a situation going on doesn't mean it's going to be damn near impossible to fucking raise a kid. No. Because all it really takes is dedication and actually wanting to do.
Also, luck. We cannot bullshit the luck factor. Like, come on, because a shit ton of kids die.
To be honest, we're freaking lucky as we are now, just fucking making up. There could be any given moment. We could literally die in our sleep by choking on our fucking tongue.
Yup.
Fucking,
Yeah. I mean,
in terms of like even that, it's like, yeah, it's understandable, but that's almost the side part of like being relevant in this part of the conversation. I would say.
I think it's relevant.
I mean, guys, if you don't want to have kids, that's fine. Want to have kids, that's fine. That's literally where this whole.
I mean, basically, my thing is just be responsible, and like I said, this is a very nuanced. I think oddly a very like not just adult, but like a kind of a deep conversation, and we clearly get it. And like I said, my only main thing, obviously, see, like I clearly have aspiration, whatever. And I get it. Like I said, I'm not just a doomer. Like I even thought the person, hey, I could. I still at least am open to the thought. Like I said, and again, I'm not racist too. I'm like, oh, it could be any bitch. For all I know, she could be German or fucking. Oh, maybe she could be fucking from like Nigeria or some bullshit. Like, you just happen to be in Japan. I just know that Japan is my home, the country I want to be at. And if I am gonna find waifu, she's gonna be there because we have the same philosophy, right? But my main thing is I just want to give my kid the best chance. That's all it is for me personally, right? At the end of the day, just be responsible to know what your limits are, whatever. I know who I am as a person and everything, right?
And that's a good answer.
Yeah, right. But I agree.
It's a very respectable. Oh god.
Like I said,
and that's a very respectable answer.
Yeah. But, oh god, stupid fireworks are going off. I heard them all
Just
over
like that.
Mars mic.
Thank you for listening to the July 4th episode.
God,
I mean, have we passed 2 hours?
Dude, I don't know. We did kind of go off on this one, low-key.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. We can go off.
Yeah, we could if you guys want. Like I said.
Yeah, exactly. I'm good. I mean, because I feel like there's other topics that we just went really hard on the.
So ways no trust is left is gone. Yeah, it's gone. Might as well speed up. Open the legs, I might as well beat up. Yeah, love the money, I never could get enough. I'm in your head, I might as well call you bluff. You're not as hot as me, I got the heat though. No, talking down on me, you still beneath. No, I know it's hard to believe I play for keeps though. Yeah, up past that tree, we can't disagree. She get on her knees, she got a degree. Swimming 7 seas, but I'm still floating though.